Hey, test. All right, there we go. Welcome back. It be Sunday night again. Loose 9:30 till 12 Eastern Standard Time, playing our homebrew game of 5E. Man, and I think we were all over the place last time. We were in the town. We had gotten back to the city rather. And man, you guys had a lot of different stuff on the go. All kinds of quests, information, NPCs, things we were thinking of doing. I think I could be wrong, but I think at the very, very end, you guys were thinking about the Fae. That was one thing that came up the most. Trying to figure out who is sending people after you. But again, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, I'm just trying to recap some of the stuff. I know we had sparkles outside the house. People were, or person or people or whatever it was watching us within the city, but not acting in any way, or so far hadn't acted. We'd got items identified. We'd got some major information that we were looking for. Leads on new quests and that kind of thing. All kinds of info. I mean, whatever you guys were looking for, pretty much. You got a ballista added to your boat, your ship. You got your crew hired back on. You talk to the elves in the north. Talk to the Pathfinders Guild. Visited the temples. Talked about artifacts. That kind of thing.
Found out about the ogres, the three powerful ogre demi-humans, or they're demigods, or
3 powerful ogres sent fiends, sent from the abyss, quite possibly summoned here. What their role in it, we don't know, but they were minions of Orcus, of which you have one of his treasures, good or bad.
Bad. Not good or bad.
Very bad.
That's bad.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Exactly. Something we didn't mention last week, but we should probably take it to the Pathfinder before we leave the city, is we should drop the egg off and see what the egg is. Anybody remember the egg?
The dragon egg?
Yeah, the dragon egg, which who knows if it's a dragon egg or if it's a purple worm egg.
Either way, that's a huge, terrifying beast.
Yeah, or an ancient dwarven egg. I'm not sure exactly how they're born, so.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we want to make sure that it's calling Kylo mom.
Dada?
Mommy?
Mommy.
Are
No,
you
Dada.
my mommy?
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Now, some of these kids might not be old enough to get that reference.
Nina, you old enough to get that reference?
I get that reference.
Okay.
So he found an egg, mysterious egg, in a, well, maybe not so mysterious, in a actual nest of purple worms.
Ooh, mysterious.
In the desert, underneath where an old dragon lair was, and a mummified tomb underneath a dwarven city. You took the egg, brought the egg back with you.
What?
And now Kai Logan's trying to figure out what the egg is. What do you want to do with that? How do you want to figure that out? You're thinking Pathfinder? Bring the Pathfinder an egg?
Yeah, the Pathfinder might know what it is.
It's possible.
As long as she doesn't want to crack it open and eat it for breakfast.
Something we
Now, the
got.
Pathfinder's supposed to come with us if we're going to venture someplace. What was the thing she wanted to go with us? She'll go to the Adventurers Guild to introduce us to Nying, who's the guide that she has. That was going to take us somewhere.
She did have business at the Pathfinder's Guild, and she said she would introduce you to a guide if you were interested in.
Niding, half-elven scout named Niding. Niding.
Niding. if you were interested in pursuing the Fae. That's an option. Yeah. So you got an egg. You got Adventurers Guild. I think you guys had slept last time. Woke up in the morning. What are you thinking, Kylo?
Generally, what happens after a night, we wake up in the morning.
Sometimes you don't wake up.
Eat your gruel.
I don't know where were we headed. Like, are we gonna go? We were discussing the hoof before we went to bed because the sparkles are kind of getting close. We were gonna. Jackson had a plan to leave the city, leave the protection of the city, and see what comes after us.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
Yeah, I think if we do anything, we need to figure out coming after us.
Yeah, we have to leave the city to find the cold iron. Anyways,
Cold iron, yep.
and we need the cold iron for sure to go to put this thing.
Well, Ren was the one that was going to be able to direct us to find where we could get some cold iron, wasn't she?
That's what knighting was for. I think.
Mm-mm.
No,
Knighting
that
was
wasn't
a
what knighting
Fae guide. If you need to know
Always
about the
a Fae
Fae
guide.
or how to find the Fae, she can help you. If you want to know about cold iron, Ren from the Pathfinders Guild told you that there was a noble over in the desert of Laris Calvas
Oh, right.
that dealt in mining the material. If you wanted to plan a trip out that way.
Okay, so we have a lead on that. We don't necessarily need to follow that lead right now because it's a business transaction, hopefully. But we do need to see what happened to Jackson too. Not our Jackson, the other
Lord
Jackson.
Jackson.
Lord Jackson.
Lord Jackson, yes, he was identified as a landowner in the north, well, come from a family who owned land in the north, and he was a descendant who's living in the city. He was known as a major merchant who travels the coast south down to Atlas City and north back to Ashura with stops along the way. We tried to scry him. He was not seen for whatever reason. He could have just anti-scrying stuff put on him. He's a very notable merchant. He doesn't want people watching him. He could be off plane. He could be in all kinds of situations. Who knows?
Now we did find out that the person that we thought was Jackson doesn't look like Jackson.
Correct.
The portrait of Jackson.
So you were given information from the Pathfinder, again, of information on what Lord Jackson would look like. What the hell is that? Okay. Some weird
So,
thing.
Actually, the question I guess we didn't ask was the patch that we found, the coat of arms that we found. Who had it? Did the Lord Jackson that we met have it, or did the other Lord Jackson have it that she was describing? Because if he was scrying for the other one, the one that we had dealings with, we could find him, may know where the other one is, and we can find out why they've switched places now, unless they're just one is just that much older than the picture she has of him. But you said he didn't look anything like the other one.
Didn't look like the other one. So she described to you and showed you some documents that she had come across that described this person being Lord Jackson, and the sketching that she had with the paperwork was a completely different person. So either A, the pin you found on the ground in the tavern did belong to the man in the sketch, and it's just a coincidence that they have the same name, right? Or
I don't
that
believe in coincidences.
Well, there's a lot of Jacksons roaming around this place.
I also have trouble with just some random pin showing up.
well, it was found on the floor of a tavern.
Yeah, a pin was found on the floor of a tavern that we haven't been at in 6 months.
6
Over
months,
a
yep.
year,
Mhm.
isn't? Oh, maybe 6 months. Yeah.
And it just happens to be there when we show up.
And it belongs to Lord Jackson.
That's what it seems like, yes.
So far, yeah, of course.
Unless Lord Jackson is actually Jackson, and he's leaving us a trail. Because it's a
We'll have to
future
figure out
Jackson.
which one it belongs to.
It's a future Jackson. I'm making this all confusing. Future
Yeah.
Jackson that ran back into Fargus and his other friend there and was hypnotized and. Sorry, I'm just. Who's the bard here? Who's supposed to be telling tales?
Yeah, the bard is checked out after that rant.
So yeah, you got a lot of good things up and about that you got to think about and investigate, whatever way you want to go.
With a clear head in the morning, I'm going to suggest that we can look for clues. Well, we have to find out where this Niding is leading us for this Fae thing. So we want to find the Fae information because we need to stop these things from coming. If it's going in the same direction as we have figured that Jackson had gone, we can pick up information along the way. Possibly. It gives us a reason to leave the city without acknowledging to everyone that we're looking for the Fae, so that the Fae come looking for us. Because they're going to come looking for us anyways. Well, we don't really want them to know that we're looking for them, right?
Not particularly.
Yeah. So if we go on to the guys that are trying to find a former employer who's gone missing, not a bad reason to leave the city. But we've never headed south. We've always gone north. When we left the Shura.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody chew their breakfast and let me know what you think. I'm sure
Chilling at the
Leafling
guild
or whatever
house, you got your
sure,
hearth
Leafling
going?
here will be along with more food in a minute, so just slow
Leafling.
down. Whatever his name is.
Insult your butler.
What's his name again?
Greenleaf.
Greenleaf, that's it, yes.
Yeah, we're good to go.
What are everybody's
Wanna-
thoughts on what we've got? First, I don't give a shit about the pin.
The pin. Oh,
The pin. I don't give a shit about some random pin that just happened to be on the floor of a bar that we happen to be at.
yeah, but it's not really random if it turned out to be belonging to someone that employed us before.
I
It just
still-
happened to be where we used to sit a long
If
time
you-
ago.
If he wanted something, he can be a bit more direct than a fucking pin.
You want him to send a gnome to you or something?
He's a gnome. Or, a note. If it's left here at the bar because we frequent here, leave it with the fucking bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
We were going to check out. We were going to check out his
just
warehouse too, weren't we? Something about his warehouse.
Ren needs help.
Yeah, Ren
Like
was on
your
top.
party members.
That's the
Oh.
right name.
Ren can direct us where we can find a cold iron box or some cold iron and maybe get it taken care of. But that's all the way in the desert, which is not just a hop, skip, and jumping away.
Well, we know where that is, so we can go there anytime.
Yeah.
That's a business transaction where you can fly there in the ship and pick it up.
Okay, no, go back to that for a second. She
I'll be
said
back
that
in a
there is a noble house in a notable dwarven city of Greed. That
Oh, Greed.
one of them, who-
Greed. You didn't say greed.
I told you a long time ago, these are full of very, very greedy nobles and merchants, to the point that one of them has access to a mine where he can procure this metal at an exceedingly high rare cost if he wants to do business with you, if he has a reason to, type thing.
Well, you can leave that
That's
to our negotiator.
completely different than just go pick it up.
Yeah, we have a negotiator. It'd be easy.
This sounds very expensive.
We have
Very
a few
expensive.
things we can trade him.
But anyway, going through the list, as Kylo is, he's giving you the major points here of what you got.
Anything that we do before we deal with the cold iron means we've got the Fae on our ass.
Yeah, so we should find out where they are. Yes?
Well,
No?
The Fae are in the Fae realm and just can show up here whenever they want, apparently.
Right, but there's somebody working for them here that's keeping tabs on us.
Okay. So what do you
Ambush
propose?
them.
They don't know exactly where the item is, or else they would have it by now.
Well, they tried grabbing the bags last time they were around.
They assume it's in one of the bags. They obviously don't know which bag it is because they tried to grab all the bags.
They didn't care. They just wanted them all.
Yep.
Which means it's shielded.
For the time
So
being.
they can't find the item. They don't know the item's there. They're not divinating on the item. But they know the name of your group as they called you by your group name a couple times. So someone has sent them after your group.
Well, we are the Carpenters of Mayhem again.
You can say that, but you're in a giant city where there are plays directly
about
about
us,
you.
yep.
Yeah. From Bardic colleges.
Writing volumes on volumes of our adventures.
Yeah.
Now they're writing adaptations.
I've been hounded for 6 interviews just as I went to get morning tea across the street.
So he gave you the major points of some of our quests. We have a lot of quests. You have a lot of things to investigate and look at. But he's saying, what are the major ones? Here we go.
I think we should go talk to Ren about her friend at the Adventurers Guild. Have her take us there and introduce us. Hey, give us more information of possibly what's going on.
All right. If that's today's or this morning's goal.
And then we should do what Jackson says and take a planned trip outside the city and see what happens.
Okay.
As long as
All
they
right.
don't bring like an army of fairies after us. We're all right.
All right. So what's the plan? Head to the Pathfinder?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go talk to Red.
All right. Make your way across the city, of course, over to the Pathfinder's Lodge, up the path, through a little gardens, and inside to the big log
Pathfinder.
cabin house. Same thing.
We can't find the path. We need a Pathfinder to find the path.
Hearth is
I'm
going.
rambling.
Chairs are in there. They got beds on the right and the left for anyone passing through. And as you enter in, doors open. She doesn't appear to be at the fire. Not abnormal. There's doors to the back offices and whatnot, but nobody is in there at the moment.
It's a trap.
It's a trap, run.
Well, it's shielded, so. But what does the place look like? Like, does it look like it's disturbed at all, or does it look as we know what to look when we walk
Looks
in?
as you know what to look. Nothing
Okay.
different. Same idea.
Is there a bell or something we can ring for service?
Hello?
All right, Kylo calls out. You can hear her behind the door.
Claire Val actually called out, not Claire.
Val, and if you do that again, DM, I will.
Kylo. I love it.
I know we're both half elves. We both have beards. We don't look the same.
Look the same. A few minutes go by. You hear one of the doors open to the back office. She comes out, again carrying a bunch of books, manuscripts, and whatnot, walking very hastily over to one of the tables, puts them down, still writing some stuff in there, kind of waves over to you, gives you a good morning type thing.
Come on, I want to hear the UPM voice. Let's go.
Yeah, same as we always have.
Oh, no. Hello, come over
Hello,
here.
good morning. She doesn't, I didn't think she talked like that.
She's got a manly voice.
Yeah, what do you want?
I love Dustin here. Love Dusty books.
Welcome.
It sounds
okay.
like she's been smoking.
Yeah. Gotta go outside for a stogie.
All right, she's up. She's doing her thing. She's busy. Gives a good morning wave. She go back to her notes. What do you want to do from here?
Ren, we'd like to take you up on that offer of help to find your friend Nadine at the Adventurers Guild. When's a good time for you?
Oh, she says, we can head over there shortly if you wish. So you're looking to pursue interest in the Fae then?
Yeah, we should keep tabs on what's going on with them, considering all we told you about it.
All right, she says, I can bring you over to the Adventurers Guild, which I have business with this morning, and I will introduce you to who I know as a guide that knows a lot about the Fae. From there, it's up to you. Did you have any other business this morning?
The egg.
Clarabelle, show her the egg.
She says, "Oh, okay. Where did you find this?"
In a worm-infested dungeon, under a ancient dwarven temple city arena. Was it an arena?
Could have been.
Just outside a temple to some ancient lizard god
We found it in a desert, in a hole.
in the desert.
She wants all the information from you, but she says we can get it at another time. However, this looks pretty well preserved, being in a dry, arid place. Do you have any reason to believe something is still alive in there?
Well, we've been keeping it warm in this pouch.
We tapped on it and it echoed back. So no, I'm not. I don't know.
She asked you about all the details, like briefly, what was around it when you found it, etc., etc. If you plan on telling her the story, and she looks at the markings on the egg, she will have, just a gut feeling guess, but she'll say it's a purple worm egg. She can verify if you want, but if you tell her it was found with purple worms and it's a white egg with purple dots, from her knowledge of creatures and stuff over the years, just off the top of her head, she would say, seems to be that. She says those things, they're poisonous when they're young, but you know how big they get, correct?
Yeah, we didn't see an adult. We saw little baby ones.
It's very good. She says the adults are pretty powerful. They get massive and they're very, very dangerous. What are you looking to do with it?
Well, if it's a purple worm egg, what's it worth to you?
To me, nothing. I'm an information dealer.
Does somebody buy it? Somebody want it?
I'm sure there's tons of collectors that you could find. I wouldn't suggest keeping it in any house in the city for long.
So who should we take it to?
If you want to find a buyer, it's not really my vocation to find collectors in the city of rare objects, but I'm sure maybe a contact at Adventurers Guild or someone you know could help you out with that.
Talk to the Adventurers Guild. They like their weird shit.
So it's definitely a worm egg, nothing else.
I'm guessing so, she says. Unless you want me to do more research on it, by all means I can. But if you found it with a pile of creatures in their nest, most likely it's that creature.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, if we're just assuming that that's what it is, maybe we could do a little more research on it.
Yeah?
It wasn't wasn't a dragon lair,
It was just outside of Dragon Lair.
so
All right.
Adventurers Guild to look into it.
If you want to sell it. Yeah. If you want information on it, she'll take it. She'll look.
We don't lose anything by letting her see it, right? Letting her take a look at it for a little bit.
We'll take a look at it.
She has tons of artifacts, magical items, equipment, information of all ages in this Pathfinder house. It ain't going nowhere.
Sure, have at her.
All right. She'll put it in the back room, lock the door up, and go with you guys out and about.
Did you guys see where Jackson went? Did he fall down a sewer grate on the way here? or what?
Jackson's still here. He's just listening on video. He's still here.
Still here dealing with an upset stomach.
Oh, okay.
He's chilling.
I was asking in game just because I didn't see you.
He'll be there.
Well, why did we just leave Ren if we're looking to take her to go find her
No,
party?
we're not leaving. We're not leaving her. We're leaving the egg with her. She's going to go put it away and finish her little bit, and then she's going to take us over to the Adventure Guild. I'm going to sit down by the fire and wait for her.
Yeah, so same idea. The Pathfinder house in the morning. She'll have the hearth going. She's got, some tea type stuff out. She's just finishing up some work for other people that she has. Takes the egg from you, puts it in the back room, makes notes about it of what you told her, etc., so she can do further research on it. And
all
then,
these quests and all these plays about us, you'd think we were the only adventurers in town.
oh, there's a lot more.
I know.
I mean, the world revolves around us.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Pages don't turn without us.
Till you die, and there's a new set of adventures, and you're them.
Yeah.
Then she'll clean up. She'll say, okay, well, let's head over. If you guys are ready to go, she'll lead you out of the Pathfinder Lodge and across town. Do you get to the correct quarter of the city where the guilds are? Make your way over to the Adventurers Guild that you know so well. Colors flying out front.
Ah, yes, I know this Adventurers Guild quite well.
Make your way in just before lunchtime. And you guys are greeted again by a room full of rowdy adventurers. People playing games, again drinking, doing all kinds of research on their own, going over maps, their next quests, checking out boards, all that kind of stuff. You see the items you left as trophies of your former adventures behind the bar. They wave to you, good morning, you come in.
Howdy, boys and girls.
People make small talk with you in that. Some of them talking about your former adventures and stuff that the twins had told them as the twins were there the other day when you dropped them off, or 2 days ago, whatever it was, and proc you for more information on the heroics of your quest in the north. Twins themselves, they're not there today. They're off doing whatever they're doing, but other adventurers are there. Pathfinder, of course, is welcome. She comes in, makes small chat with some of the other adventuring teams that she's worked with in the past, and gives out some items and wrapped up notes, scrolls, and whatnot to people that she's done work for.
While she's doing that and we're waiting for her, I want to just walk by the whatever the board would be that would have hardy adventurers that are looking for a party.
For like new adventurers?
No, seasoned ones. Just
Okay.
ones that are hired hands.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody we get hired. 'Cause I'm looking for a thief or a cleric, or both.
Okay. All right.
Whatever they would call themselves, like a rogue or a holy person.
Okay.
Whatever they would call themselves in this.
All right, you can do that. You break from everybody. You're doing that while everybody else is spread out doing whatever they're doing. You go over and you start looking for information on the board of anyone who's up for hire. Anybody who's like, I'll be willing to work with a group for a percent, etc., that kind of thing.
I want to take the take the names of 3 or 4 different ones, just so we have them,
Okay. All right.
and then I'll leave it to you to flesh them out.
No issue. No
In
issue.
case we need someone, because
Give me
me
a
one.
high or low. High is
High.
rogue. We'll say low is cleric.
hi.
All right. All right. Rogue it be. On the board right now, you find the names of at least 2 rogues, but you don't see any clerics at the moment that are for hire. We'll get you names and details later on, but they're available if you need them.
Any other interesting adventurers that we might want to parlay with? No.
Nothing on
Nothing
the
that sticks out.
board that's saying, hey, we're for hire that you're looking for. There's swordsmen, that kind of stuff, but not what you're looking for or going after.
So I will make note of the 2 rogues.
Like, what the hell?
What?
We not good enough for you anymore? Looking to upgrade?
No, I'm looking.
Let's find a new
We're not-
bard. I don't like that other bard.
I'm looking at your an apprentice. No,
Or that's a mute.
yeah. One that carries all the bags that doesn't talk.
All right.
No, I'm looking for a certain set of skills that we don't have that we might need on our next adventure, in case we can't persuade Kai and Kara to come with us. We haven't seen them in a couple days.
Hurtful.
All right. Just making some notes. Anything else you want to do in here other than Ren stuff?
So I found this ad that you had up here. It's from a long time ago. It's looking to sing for money. Called Clairville. No party too big, no party too small. I sing them all.
I sing them all. All right, as you're walking around, Ren comes back with a young ranger, young elven ranger, and will introduce you to
Is he a
her.
half elf?
Was it half elf? I'm just double checking my notes. I think it was.
Niding is supposed to be a half elf.
Half elf, I'm sorry. Young half elven woman who is a ranger scout, and she will introduce her to you as, or introduce her to you guys as a party that are looking for information on Fae. So she will say, what exactly is it you're looking for about the Fae?
We think there are members from the Fae realm that are seeking us. We don't know whom. We have some ideas as to why, but we'd like to get a better idea of whom exactly is after us and what steps we can take to stop them.
She says, I have a great background in the Fae. I know where some Fae portals are, or some crossovers, some Fae lines, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, what's the proper term?
Like ley lines.
Well, there's ley lines of power.
Now, there's Fae portals, and there is... It's where the actual weakness
they-
breaks down between the two planes, and you can walk right over without being a portal.
Are they
Ley
the
lines, that's the word you're looking for.
What is it?
Ley lines is the word you're looking for.
they're
there you
not
go.
the mushroom circles or the flower portals or whatever they are?
Those are the portals. She knows of the portals.
Okay.
She knows of crossovers or areas where the barrier is weak. She'll say, are you looking to actually go to the Feywild, or are you just looking for information in general on the Fey?
Well, depending on what information we can find on the Fae, we might determine whether or not we need to go into the Feywild.
Okay. She says, I will advise you against going into the Feywild itself. It is very dangerous. You could be lost in there for a very long time, and you could lose your memory. I would advise against it. But if you don't need to go there, that's a good thing. Maybe we can get some information from some Fae themselves. Would you like if I brought you to a place where Fae are known to frequent? Maybe you could glean some information.
Sure.
Why not?
She's just asking what you're looking for, that's all.
Yep.
She says, I know a place north of here in the Coppercrest Woods that is known to have a very infamous portal. In that area around it, that's a pretty good image. In the area around it,
So
there are usually Fae. If you're looking for them specifically, there'd be some nearby. You would have to do whatever you're doing, of course, but I can bring you there. When do you plan on leaving?
Well, do we want to take care of this first before we start running off with Ren?
where are we running off to with Ren?
Find your party. I thought that was.
No,
what
that's a different adventure. We can't do that till the solstice, which is a month or so away.
Is that correct, DM?
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
At solstice and equinoxes, the mirror would operate. And we said it was about a month away
Okay.
until the next one, which of course we could wait and do. We could gladly do things around the guild house for a month and then go do that.
Yeah, no. I thought we could do that. All right, so let's go chat up some Fae creatures and see who's looking to kill us. I'm sure walking into a Fae bar and it's not going to get us slaughtered.
On the way there, Jackson's
Fae
going to
bar,
ask
eh?
May what she's been up to.
Aha! There be May.
Oh, is May here?
He is here.
We've been in
Welcome.
the city for 2 days, so haven't seen much of her. Jackson's wondering what she's been up to.
She will tell us in a moment, I assume. As she does, or before she gets
Oh,
back.
she's deafened as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely muted. Once she gets back to us, she'll let us know. Nadine's going to ask you, when do you want to go?
I'm like the present.
Soon.
All right, she says,
Soonish.
you want to leave later today then.
Yeah, we could leave under the cover of dusk.
Do you need to gear up for a cross-country trek?
We should have most of the stuff we need back at the house.
Okay.
May have to stop and get a couple things. I think we've bought a bunch of stuff. I think, haven't we, since we've been in town?
Does Kylo have to put on any armor?
I'm good. I got it on, man. It's good to go.
Yeah. I'll be there soon. I'll be there.
Jackson is going to replace the bag that got blown up if we're going, and he's going to leave half of everything that he's got on him at home.
Okay. All right. So Jackson's got some stuff in the chest in a room at home. Just make sure you mark it somewhere that we know it's there. She says she will meet you either here at the Adventurers Guild house, or if there's somewhere you want her to meet you, she'll meet you there later in the day. Gear up for a cross-country trek. We're going to go out of the city, across a bit of the grassland, and into the northern woods. It's going to take 2 days to get there, so we'll have an overnight camp, and the next day we will be there.
Going north again, eh?
Yep.
How do I check the output?
There she be.
Well, we can hear you now.
We can hear you.
Are they doing something? Just do that one.
Oh, tech, I think. They're trying to get sound.
I fixed it. We're good.
Woohoo!
Yay! Welcome.
Yay! Welcome.
May, you have some time in the city. We're gonna go north
Got our May
shortly.
back.
But was there anything specific you needed to get?
Was I making some modifications on the suit? I feel like I was.
I think you were.
I got
we-
some instructions on how to add cannons things to the arms or something.
A single cannon,
Yes.
which means you'd have to bring some cannonballs with you if you want to use that. We could do that. That's no trouble.
Or
yeah.
some other improvised projectile.
So to be clear on the suit, if we can, one arm has.
Is holding the sword.
Okay, one has the sword. The other one will have a cannon, which will add weight to the suit, making it a little bit slower because it's going to have cannonballs in there. Cannonballs, how do you want to carry these? Because they're heavy. Where do you want to store them? Keeping
we
in
should buy
mind
another
she's
book.
in the suit.
Maybe we should buy another bag, a small bag of holding for the suit.
Hmm.
That'd be a good idea.
Because that would lessen the weight of the cannonballs, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Although you would have to physically either have someone else operate the bag, or she would have to leave the suit, open the bag, take out the item, and then bring it to, and then load a cannon, and then, you know what I
All
mean?
depends on how you load it. How you loading it from inside the suit, or do you load it from
No,
outside
you'd
the
have to
suit?
do it outside the suit.
Well, how many could I load at a time outside the suit?
I
before
would
I
say
got-
one cannonball, because it's old school cannon. You're putting it in the front of the cannon, packing it
Also,
in.
it's not super modified. It's just a
No.
cannon
Yeah.
for now.
I get one cannonball.
One cannonball per fire. So say somebody was outside, they could load it into the cannon, kind of thing, ready it.
Right.
You would fire it, and then next round again, load it, fire it, type thing. But you'd definitely be a more stationary target.
Now,
You could always have it preloaded.
You could have one in there, of course, yeah.
how capable is her gnome robot to load?
Oh,
the thing?
yes.
Now remember the height of the suit, and remember the height of the gnome.
Yeah, but he could carry the bag. Like,
Yeah,
either that or we hire.
he could,
hire
but
a
he'd probably go
squire.
5 feet per round.
We could hire a squire for her.
A
Just
cannonballer.
carry my cannonballs.
It's not a bad idea. It's just there's a lot of work with a cannon. That's all. I just
That's if you're even taking the suit.
yeah. If you're taking the suit,
riding the bear, or you're taking the suit, or what you're doing.
the modification to the suit, 100%. You can spend your downtime in the city to modify the suit, to have the cannon arm put on it. So we originally modified it to put you inside. Gripping the sword was no big deal. We had a claw, but it was strapped on there at one time, and it was fleshy anyway. It kind of rotted away, I
that was
think.
different. Oh,
Then we got the cannon, which is cool, type thing. And you made the clockwork little gnome and got him repaired.
It would be nice if I could attach my gun to it. To
To
the sword.
the clockwork gnome.
Or to the suit, so I don't have to choose.
I mean, your gun would do less damage than the cannon, but it would be easier to attach.
Yeah.
Well, you've had about what have you been here about 3 weeks? So she's had time to do whatever modification she wants.
What if I have
Yeah,
one arm with a gun and one arm with a cannon?
I don't mind that your custom pistol that we made via tinkering, being an artificer, would be in the robot or the golem more so hand. Keep in mind it's a lot smaller and the hand's a lot bigger. And then again, we have the issue of how do you reload this thing?
With
Because-
her artificer ability,
Mm.
with the gun, she could just infuse it, so it's automatic.
It is infused already.
How does that give me an idea of how that works non being held in a human hand? Like what
It says
reloads it?
Magic bullets. Like
Yeah.
I'm like conjuring bullets.
Oh, it conjures bullets. Okay, so it conjures
Yeah.
bullets. Okay. All right, that's fair. We could do that. If you prefer, instead of a cannon, we could have the pistol in one, sword in the other, type thing.
Keeps you rootin', tootin', point, and shooty.
There we go.
Rootin', tootin', pointin', shooting.
And over the time that you spend, specifically, May, in the city, your guild master, Lazar the Halfling, will have looked into something for you. He knows your interest in acid and has come up with a plan for some acidic bullets.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He will give you the
Thank you,
information,
Thing.
like a recipe he'll give you, a little set of blueprints, which will take a vial of acid, bullets, of course, and a week's worth of work. It'll cost you about 112 gold over the course of a week to make about 20 bullets. If you specifically want something different. Now, those you would have to manually load, so you'd have to be probably in your hand to load those,
Right.
type thing. But he will give you a first set of 20 of them. So they'll do normal damage as a bullet, but they'll also do an extra 1d6 acid.
Would I be able to like mount the gun on the hand and then take it off if I'm not using the armor? Or would it be only on the armor if I put it on the armor?
No, you could take it off. So if you
Okay.
say spend an action to climb out of the suit and then take it off as an interaction off the hand, then you could use it.
Okay.
Type
Yeah.
thing.
What do the acid bullets do? Like how much damage?
So normal
Like-
damage, but an extra 1d6 acid.
Okay.
So you shoot the gun like normal, resolve the damage like normal, and then an extra 1d6 acid on top of that.
Okay. Well, I will definitely take them if they are being offered to me.
Yes, he'll give you 20 rounds, and he'll give you a recipe on how to create them in your downtime.
All right.
That's awesome.
Definitely not gonna say no to that.
Awesome. All right. So May will spend her time in the previous couple days learning from her guild master, who is a halfling alchemist, and get the suit fixed up, her weapons fixed up, learn something new. And then what they're asking is, when we're going north, we're going to go across some grassland and into a forest, looking for signs of the Fae. Right now, nobody's given me any other indication other than that we're traveling by foot. If we are, which is fine, because Nightwing is a ranger, she likes to go overland like that. Do you want to bring the suit, or do you want to go as you are for this mission?
Who? Are we planning on fighting anything?
We expect to be fighting something.
We're going to get into a fight.
We're not going to look for a fight, but we're probably going to find a fight or two.
How, like, does my suit slow me down? Like when I'm just walking?
I'm going to say no. The suit
Okay.
itself is not burdened right now. Maybe if we had the cannon type thing, but as it is now, no. You'll be the same as everybody else.
Here's a question. So if we're traveling for 2 days. If we decided to travel by horse, could she put the suit in a cart?
Exactly. If you guys want to get carts, want to get horses. Now the only difference, you're not going on a road. You're going across country. So
Okay.
the cart a little tougher to go across country, right?
And how hard is it to get into the suit?
Once, like, she has to climb in there. It takes her an action to climb in,
One
type
action.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Not
like, oh, we're
what
under
was it,
attack.
like, 1
I jump in
minute?
the suit, and then I attack.
Like
Just to
that
carry
one
your
time-
suit in a wagon at all times.
Does that mean it's
Fine.
faster for me to put on the suit than it was for Clairval to put on his armor that one time?
It's kind of
Twice. It's not funny anymore.
is this a half elf racial thing?
That's awesome. I love that. All right, so
I do
we got
not
to we
go
got
by
to
I do not go by the name Jake.
we got to figure out. There is a good option. Do you want to do horses in a wagon and pull this armor with you? Do you want to wear this armor, which will not slow you down, but of course is very loud, right? Very bulky. Sunlight reflects off it. I mean, it's not very subtle.
Squirrels and rabbits and deers are running from us as we're walking through the woods.
But it's up to you. They're all great ideas. They're all perfect ideas. And you can take away that would go more so on the road, and then, not as much hectic cross country if you brought a wagon. It would just take you longer, that's all.
I think I'd prefer to bring a wagon than walking through the forest in that.
Okay.
If I
Well,
can.
then I will bring Sven then.
Yeah.
All right. So, no problem. If you want to use a... If you want to
I
bring a
also have
horse... You have a what? Sorry?
I have a bear, don't I?
Do you want to try? How are you going to bring the bear
Oh,
in a
you have
giant
the
metal
bear?
suit?
Bear could pull the wagon,
Yeah, and then if we get into a fight, I got a bear.
or the
Fair
rhinoceros could pull the wagon. But
Yes.
ginormous.
This is good. This is fine. First part, do you own a wagon, or do you need to buy one, or do you want to rent one? What do you want to do?
I need to buy one or rent one. I do
All
I
right.
was gonna say we should probably not rent. We're not really good with.
Do you have a good enough credit score to rent a wagon?
I don't think I have a credit score. I'm not from this realm, so I don't think I've had time.
Okay, so we're gonna take that in Kylo's name.
No. Clairval's the spokesman. You get a much better deal than I can.
All right. So
Plus,
we just
if
want
we
to.
need insurance on
cart.
it. You can double as Jake and get us a great deal on our car insurance.
Jake from State Farm.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Are these purchase prices? I think these are purchase prices. I would assume a cart. You can get a cart for 15 gold. It'll carry 200 pounds.
That's not too bad.
Doesn't the armor weigh substantially more than that?
Oh, wait, how much does the armor weigh?
We did write that down at one time. Let's see what else. There's a cart. There's a carriage. But a carriage is like
Oh,
a four-wheel giant thing, and we got to get it down. And
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
fancy.
wagon. A wagon.
But we'd probably need whatever you would carry, like cannons or a trebuchet or something in. Trebuchet.
You want to carry
but
siege equipment?
no, but like a siege wagon.
Let's see.
Is there a siege wagon in there?
WAGON. I want to picture this wagon. Let's see.
I mean, it's not gonna be super huge. It would be whatever we would carry, like heavy ordnance in.
Oh,
for-
that's what they call a wagon. Okay, so it's the old school Wild West wagon with the white sheet over top and the 4 wheels. Carries 400 pounds, but it's only 35 gold.
Yeah, because you need to actually get the horse and everything that comes with that as well.
Well, here's a question: if we use the bear, we need a harness for the bear.
The
Oh,
bear
yeah.
trained to pull. You can't just throw a harness on an animal and think it's gonna pull your shit along.
I
What
could
if I
talk
ask
to
it
him.
nicely?
Yeah, we can. I think we can both. Can we both talk to animals?
This picture will prove you wrong, though.
Look, it's the rhinoceros.
Oh my god.
I just found that when I searched the thing. It's the Triceratops pulling a wagon.
I know it's.
Oh my god.
All right, so the bear or the rhinoceros can pull the wagon, no issue. The wagon will hold 400 pounds. I'm sure it's enough for the suit.
I hope my suit doesn't weigh more than 400 pounds.
It's 35 gold. If you want to go that
Can we
route.
afford that? I think we can.
I think you
Yeah,
can.
Yeah.
We're rich.
Yeah.
for now.
Okay, so we have a wagon. We have something to pull the wagon. We have her armor in there. I'm assuming she's not going to be in it. She's going to walk with us or sit on the wagon or whatever. We can have people
Yeah.
sit on the wagon. We can have Kyloke on his horse, Clip Clop or whatever his name was, and then we can. What's everybody else want to do? We have some extra horses, I think.
Yeah, but I've got my other horse still in the stable as well. My
Okay.
old
I'll
horse.
ride in the wagon.
All right.
Jackson's walking.
So it is going to take time because the wagon itself is not going to be very fast. So we're still going to go 2 days, but we'll arrive a little later on the second day, I would imagine.
Well rested though. We won't have been walking for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you gear up, you get your wagon, get anything and everything you need. If anybody needs something specific or wants to leave something specific behind, note it.
Get your food.
We are only bringing horses and the bear, right?
So far as we know.
Do
I'll
I
bring
have
the
a
wolf.
horse? I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
have
if I
my
a
other horse if you want.
Yeah, I just happened upon you and I don't have a horse.
It's an older horse. But,
As long as it's not a donkey or a pony.
it's not a donkey and it's not a pony. And it's although we could get you a little tiny pony
I don't think so.
if you want your feet to touch the ground better. I forget what the other horse's name was. I gotta find that.
Your halfling butler will see you as you're getting ready to leave the house and be like, "Oh, are you going again?"
Since we're going, Jackson is going to mention that he has left in a chest some wages for them next to his bed.
Oh, good. Just just in case you don't come back is all.
There is 100 gold in the chest beside my door.
Or if we take 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, should we leave him some sort of access to the treasury or no?
I don't trust him that much.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
so
know about
the
that.
man
all of
was-
our money?
The man was sitting here starving in our house. He could have left. He didn't have to stay, and he stayed.
There are options. You do you, buddy.
You only got to leave him 100 gold? Okay.
We should leave him up. We should have set up an account.
You want to do that before we leave? You're welcome to do so.
I thought we were already talking about setting up that. We had the guy go to the city and pay the city for this and we'll have Amico check in on the house too. We'll leave Amico access to stuff because she's working on her. Unless they're coming with us,
No, they're going to work on their
they're working
tavern.
on the bar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
At tavern.
Okay. Give Amico 100 gold.
Okay.
Ask her to check in on things at the house every once in a while.
And they can
Okay.
stay there until the bar's ready.
Perfect. Yeah.
There's an apartment above the tavern. But
They'll go back and forth as they're doing repairs, getting things underway. And they'll check in on him. All right.
I have
But,
lost.
good
lost
luck.
my
I
horse.
hope I see you again.
We hope we see us too.
The staff
have
all
we ever-
wave from the front door. Goodbye.
Have we ever not come back?
Well, technically, it only needs to happen once.
True.
It only can really happen once.
All right, you mount up into the wagon, get the animals there and the horses and
Okay, the
Make-
horse is called. His name is Patches. The
Patches,
one you're riding.
Patches and Sven.
Yeah, light brown and tan Patches. He's the horse I rode into town on a couple years ago. This was my brother-in-law's horse, so take care of her. I'll be riding up front with Sven, the assassin's horse.
All right, make your way to the Adventurers Guild. Pick up your scout. She'll greet you there. She'll be on foot as well because she's going to be scouting over land. Understands your plan and what you want to do, keeping to the roads and whatnot. At that
Question.
point, yeah.
Do we have to log this with the Adventurers Guild?
You are not doing a quest, I don't think.
No, we're just traveling outside the city here, are we not?
Yeah. You're with somebody from the Adventurers Guild who is going to tell them where she's bringing you and what she's doing, just in case you are dead.
Mhm.
But otherwise, there's no pay in this. There's no quest in this.
Do we want to hire some muscle? Well, some skill, I should say. We have the two
Hire-
rogues.
Are we not skilled enough?
We are, however, we have lost our rogue and our cleric. So I was looking into replacing one of them in case we run into any kind of traps or anything.
It's up to you. It's a good call.
Well,
How
I need
much
the
would it be
group's
to hire a rogue?
need the group's consensus. Yeah, how much was the fee to hire them?
Let me look up hirelings. It's been quite a while. I used to have a whole custom thing for hirelings at one time. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, it's the same as I would assume it's the same as skilled
Labor.
hireling. 2 gold per day.
Oh, so it's the same as the sailors.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so we should probably hire one of them. Fortunately, we don't have a cleric, so we're gonna have to rely on our own skills at healing.
Okay. If you wish to hire a rogue, you can. You'll be able to, especially through the Adventurers Guild. So this is someone who's registered with the guild. They have standing here.
Well, we're registered with the guild too, so
Of course. In addition to 2 gold a day, they will want to negotiate on what we're doing here. If there's treasure found, if we're going after a prize of any type, they want to cut. They want to get
Now
cut in on this.
we've leveled up our standing with the guild. Do we get a guild discount? Maybe a gold and a half instead of 2 gold?
Guild discount.
Well, here's my question.
Hmm?
Are you members, like where you're getting a share, or are you hirelings that we're paying a fee? Because we're not getting
Yeah.
both ways. We're happy to work with you on the terms that you want to work with, but you're either hired to do a job and you're paid a fee,
Correct.
or you're an equal member of this party entitled to an equal share.
Correct. That's
Why
kind of
he
what
does
they're asking
negotiating.
you back as well. What do you need? So the character will ask you what you need them for.
I don't know what we need them for. Kylo's the one on this
Right.
kick.
So Kylo, the rogue will ask you what is the job? What do you need my skills for?
Well, we had, like I said, we had a competent rogue and healer, and they've now left the party, and I don't know. We can't seem to find them.
Okay. He'll tell you this. He'll say, if you're going after a prize, I want an equal share of whatever you're going after. If you're hiring me for my skills, basic rate 2 gold per day. I just do my skills as required. I'm not going out of my way to fight anything or save you or, that kind of thing. I'm sure you're a
Okay,
nice
well-
guy, but if you're only paying me for skills, I'll use my skills.
So you posted yourself on the board looking for, what were you looking for? To be hired?
He's
Or
up
to
there.
join a party?
He'll say either one.
What happened? Did you have a party?
No.
It seems
What's your
like it could be a
reference? What's your
sensitive
reference?
subject.
Forcing to make up a tragic backstory on the fly.
You asked
Sure.
him. You asked him if he had a party.
Yep.
Roll insight,
I have to roll insight.
because I'm
I
deceiving
also
you.
don't think it's very comforting that our
I
last
rolled
rogue
a
is missing.
19 plus
He's
1.
not
so
missing.
20.
He's just done working with us for now.
All right. You asked him if he had a party. He told you
Yep.
no. No, I didn't. He's lying. You get a gut feeling that he had a party. Who knows what happened to him or why? Now he's looking to hook up with someone else because he didn't have a party for whatever reason. But he's not being truthful.
Hmm.
So technically, you're looking to take whatever comes first, eh?
No, he'll say, if we're going into
My-
a dungeon and you
My
need
insight? Is he
traps.
still being...
No.
coy?
Hold on. What are you asking him? He's
I'm
saying.
asking him, so I understand he's lying to me
Right.
because my insight check.
Mhm.
And my next question was, so you're basically looking to whatever comes first. And
No.
He says no again.
Well, he's
What's
not
he
looking for
getting at?
what comes first. If you're saying between 2 gold per day or a share, he'll say, "Are we going into a dungeon that has locked doors and traps? I can do
We're
that
not
for
sure. You may be asked to fend for your life.
you." Oh, I will defend myself. There's no issue with that. What are we doing? Where am I going?
How about we discuss where we're actually going right now, what we're looking to bring him for?
Like I said, any traps or
We're
entanglements.
going to a bar, aren't we?
What bar? No, we're not going to a bar.
We're going to
We're
a
going to
Fey
some
meeting
place out in the wilderness.
Where the Fae are frequenting. I'm assuming this is like a fucking bar that's on right the edge.
Do Fae go to bars?
I don't think Fays go to bar. I mean, they might, but not in a group. They don't have a proprietor running a Fay bar.
Well, no, you don't know. You're not a Fey. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe they
true.
do.
I'm not a Fay, but
If there is a Fae bar, I want to go.
How about
It would be
Sarah,
fun.
we just
next
how about we
next
just
year
pay
of
the
the
guy
early.
the $2 a day, and
Well-
if shit goes down and he dies, we don't save him.
He's not my only option. We have another. There's 2 of them. What's the other guy say?
We're doing an interview process.
All
There?
right, Kylo's doing an interview.
We got all day. We leaving at the dusk.
All right, here we go. Here's the other guy. Hold on.
This guy's gonna be an idiot.
It's a fucking gnome, isn't he?
It's a halfling.
It's a halfling.
It's a halfling rogue.
Is he a green leaf?
All right, halfling rogue comes up to you, and you say, "I wanna hire you," or whatever you're gonna say. Again, you go, "What's the terms of the deal?"
While
Okay.
while Kylo's figuring this out, Jackson's gone to buy a donkey.
Okay.
Donkey. You can make him ride the donkey, aren't you?
No, but Jackson's going to get a donkey.
I'm not riding a donkey, Jackson.
Yeah, so we need an additional. We've lost members of the party. They've left the party for whatever reason. You don't need to know it.
Are they dead?
They left. We finished our quest.
They didn't
They
die.
worked. They didn't die. They worked for the Adventurers Guild. They've gone on to something else. We need certain skills that we may need if we run into situations.
All right. They say, "Well, I'm a great rogue. I can pick any lock. I can disarm any trap."
We need someone that will back us up in a fight, but also do the little things that we can't. But will in turn do the things that you can't do.
All right. That sounds fair. What does this job pay?
Well, I hear that the going rate is 2 gold a day. And
All
you
right.
have to provide your own meals
Oh, okay. All
while
right.
your weight like a member of the party. But you can ride on the cart. You don't have to get a horse.
Oh, you
don't
get a
want
cart.
to. You get a cart.
All right, I'm in.
Just a second. What do you think, Clairval?
I knew that this was gonna be too easy. This guy doesn't. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Does he have any
just-
references?
Check on this on our little halfling friend here.
What's that?
Telling both of them, just a second, we're going to discuss this. You're both sitting somewhere else on tables. We're going to just discuss this amongst each other without Jackson. 'Cause he's
So I have
playing with donkeys.
23 on an insight check.
You got a what?
A 23 on an insight check.
Okay. 23 on an insight check. You look over. It's two people sitting at a table. One is a human wearing all dark shadow leather with this hood. He's kind of got his dagger out and he's kind of stabbing it into the table looking at you guys.
You didn't tell me that's what he's
The second guy is this little halfling in a green vest, and he's got a belt with a whole bunch of things on it. He's got some thieves' tools and whatnot on there, and he's just kind of got his hands, in front of him, whittling his fingers, looking up at you, catches your eye, gives you a big smile, kind of thing.
Personally, I'm leaning toward the halfling, but
Jesus Christ.
He seems cute.
because
Would you like to hire them both?
no, I have a feeling that the guy in the black shadow hood might be looking for me.
Why would he be looking for you?
I got
did
a
you
pass.
do?
I got a pass. All right. Don't you remember where I got Sven from?
No, I don't. I wasn't
You-
around then.
You were there.
Was I?
Yeah. You were new. We just pulled you off a raft, but
Oh,
you were there.
maybe I don't remember.
Oh, the assassin that came after me.
Oh, yes.
If I had to pick one, I'd pick the halfling. But I want to get everybody's opinion because yeah, he's cute, he's funny, looks like a fun guy.
I think it's
Be a
gonna
drinking
die
buddy for-
really fast.
Might be a drinking
That's
guy
what
for
I think.
Brantham, but he could be. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, I go into the bag of holding. I am going to pull out the. What do we call them?
Hoof, and we're all dead.
Yes.
Roll up a new character.
Game over.
The demon chain manacles.
Ooh.
Nope. Oh, what? What now?
What are we doing?
Demon chain manacles that
Oh,
we
I remember those. Yeah, I remember those.
Okay.
open these.
Ah, okay.
Good test.
All right.
Who's opening it?
Well, it's two manacles, both guys on one side.
Oh,
Or
both guys. Yeah.
yeah. All right. This dice for human. This one for the halfling.
This doesn't mean you get the job. We're just testing you.
All right. Human has it open first. Halfling will do it, but he fumbles and lags behind.
Great.
I'm okay with that. He got it open.
And if he's trying to unlock a door because someone's trying to kill us, we're all dead.
But we shouldn't put ourselves in that position.
Well, have you been along with us before?
Yeah, usually we bash the door down. It takes a lot less time.
I'm willing to pay them both just to end this goddamn conversation.
You know what? That's a
Someone
great
doesn't like
idea.
job interviews.
$4 for
Well, no, I
gold
picked-
a day.
I picked the halfling. Can't take them both. We take one.
All right.
Why can't you take them both? It's 2 freaking gold. You realize that I make a week's wages a night singing at this place, right?
True.
In
I
the
vote
time
take
this
them
has
both.
gone on, Jackson has spent 52 gold.
All right,
Yeah.
Jackson, you got a pony.
I'm putting up money against a halfling, saying he's gonna die first.
That's okay. Well, it's not okay, but we'll try to save him. But
Anybody
gonna-
want
Just
in
take-
on that pot?
Are you gonna
Just take
hire
the
them both?
halfling. I want to hire them both.
What are your names?
The halfling says his name is Corin. Corin Silvereyes. Because I looked him up first. The human is Gunavor.
Gun of War?
Gunavor. G-U-N-A-V-O-R.
God of War?
Gunavor.
Gunavor.
Darn. Gunavor. Can you two work together?
Halfling, yes. Oh, yes, of course. The other one says it's fine. We're being paid as long as he doesn't get in my way.
Excellent. Both of you are being paid flat rate for the job.
He
You're
wants
the
more.
boss.
I thought the human rogue wanted more stuff.
No, he
No,
wanted the
he
$2
wanted
a day,
to know
and he
which
wasn't
way
going to
he's
save our
going.
ass.
If he's being paid
Yeah.
a flat rate for the job, he will do the job. If he's being an equal share party member, he's not looking for a flat rate. He's looking for a cut.
Okay, so I told the
We've
stipulations
got
to them.
nowhere right now. We've got nowhere specific to go where we're going to be raiding a dungeon, anything like that. Right now, we're paying you for your time to come along with us. If we get into a situation where we're exploring a dungeon, happy to reevaluate the arrangement at that point in time.
That's what he wants to hear.
Well, but I told him the stipulations that he has to pull his own weight, feed himself. Is he okay with that? Because he wasn't a minute ago.
As he said, if you pay him 2 gold a day for basic skills, he'll do the skills, but he's not going to go out of his way to save your life or anything like that if he's not getting a cut of any treasure.
So he's gonna sit there and watch us die and then raid our corpses.
100%. But if there is a situation where there's treasure, like Clairval said, and there's a reassessment, then he would be more than willing to go out of his way for everything for you. He is the more competent of the one.
On those.
Okay, 20 gold to anybody who doesn't think the halfling dies first. he's definitely.
Clairval suggests bring them both along. They're both affordable. It's not going to be an issue. Kylo wants to pick one or the other. So
So now this conversation they're not hearing. We're aside talking.
I assume so, yes. But they're watching
Yes.
you. The guy,
That's
obviously,
I'm not
Gunivore
waving my hands
is
or
looking
anything, I'm
at you in a menacing fashion. He wants a job.
All right, you want to hire them both? You keep an eye on the guy in the dark hood.
What's your concern with the dude in the dark hood? You think he wants to kill you?
I think he wants to kill us all. I think
No,
he's an
there's a lot
assassin.
of that shit going around at the moment, okay?
True.
Wouldn't it be funny if the halfling was here to kill us all?
It's possible too.
Why would your face be red
Yeah,
and not
right.
just covered in blood?
Well, I mean, we did have the little fox guy that we thought was nobody was trying to kill us too. So, the little bomber.
This is the Adventurers Guild in the city. These should be reputable people.
You're not just grabbing these dipshits off the street. This is the Adventurers Guild that you guys have signed up for.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
they don't
true.
let just any asshole in here.
That's right.
You know, the exception of you guys, but
All right. Are we hiring both or one? Give me a final answer.
both.
Okay.
Both.
All right. In that time, these 2 people are hired. You will make your way outside of the Adventurers Guild where Jackson will join you. He has procured a donkey.
Donkey wearing saddlebags, and he's not telling anyone what's in those saddlebags, but
Perfect.
they're full.
There's a donkey with
in the
saddlebags, which
box?
is perfect for an adventure. We have everything else. You got Gunivore and Corin will come out along with Niding. She will lead the party. Corin will scurry up onto the wagon and take a seat. Gunivore will walk alongside with whoever else is walking. Is the pony / donkey being led by reins, or is he being ridden?
Reigns, Jackson's
Okay.
walking alongside it.
Okay. All right. Nice. Guys will, with that, begin to head out from the city. Make your way along the very busy streets of the city in a nice big procession there, going down the main road till you get to near the major gate, the Eastern Gate. Eastern Gate is very, very tall in the big stone wall all the way around the city. Lots of new people coming in, merchants, other wagons, that kind of thing. There's some statues of the goddess Ashura near the front gate that a lot of people will look to for blessings or final prayers before entering or exiting the city. And you will be met by the local city, not guard. We don't usually use a guard for this big of a city. It's more of an army, but a little patrol who just kind of question where you're going, you know, what your intentions are. So one of the guys will come up to you and ask you just that. He'll say, "Oh, good day. I see you got quite the wagon set up here. Are you just leaving for trade? Anything specific?"
I'll
On our
find
way
some trouble.
What are we calling this? What are we calling this adventure?
Nunya?
Yeah, but yeah, you say that to him. Go ahead. None yet.
We're leaving town, not coming in.
All right.
We're on our way out of town on personal business.
Bye, Felicia.
That sounds better. You're such a nice negotiator. You're so good.
He'll give you a nasty look, but he can't do anything about it. As you go by, though, he will kind of just put up the end of a sword and kind of pick at the little cloth on the wagon, try to peek in there as he can, see what's in there. Sees little Corin pop his head out, kind of thing. Wave goodbye to him and block whatever's in the back there that he was trying to look at.
See you, mister.
Army Patrol can't really do much. You guys make your way out. Making your way out.
Just for information's sake, before we cross that threshold out of the city, we're bringing our cold weather gear and anything else we need.
That's what I need to know. Yes. All right.
All packed.
Well, wait a minute. Cold weather gear, yes. Anything else we need? No. What are you gonna do?
Well, like we've got enough food and whatever else.
Do you?
rations and
Did you
whatnot.
pay for rations of food?
We gathered some.
Okay. All right.
I brought
You
some
wanna
from the
Told
house. I
everybody to
have,
gather food.
We
You
have
wanna-
free rangers. If we can't find food, there's a bigger problem.
Well, that too.
Okay. Branthrin, anything special you brought?
I bought my cold weather gear
Nice.
as well as like 3 or 4 days worth of rations.
Perfect.
And
Good.
yes, we brought a keg of rum for Branthrin and Jackson.
Yeah, it's on the
What a
cart.
donkey.
It's on the cart. It's on the back. You just pull the tailgate down. Nice.
Between the
All right.
legs of the super suit.
All right, make your way out, and you're going to go across the old King's Highway, as they call it, which is a major road heading into the east. It's going to pass a few very close farms. There's a few very, very close farms that are tucked in right along the side of the major road, right next to the wall. So just outside the wall are these farms. There's not too much of a farmhouse, but there's maybe a barn or two, a silo here and there. But again, people don't dwell outside the wall.
Quick question: we got the bear and the wolf with us.
I didn't
Is
hear
the bear-
anything about the wolf, but
is
the
the-
bear...
Is the bear pulling the cart?
I assume the bear is pulling the cart, unless otherwise noted.
Yes, I have the wolf with me too.
Okay.
Shadow's with us.
It's fair.
Figure Shadow should get out of the city.
Okay. All right, you're going to make your way, like I said, east along the major road. Going to pass other merchants as they're coming from various places into the city. I can just wave hi to you as you pass them and continue on your way. Niding leading the way will explain to you that she knows, again, of a Fey portal to the north, as we said, in the Copper Crest Woods. The quickest way to get there would have been overland, but the way we're set up, we're just going to take a little bit longer. It's not the end of the world. She'll lead you as far as she can along the major road, which devolves very quickly into overgrown with grass, muddy wagon tracks, that kind of thing. Until you
Now,
get...
are we heading down the same road that we took to the manor?
No, the manor was through the north gate of the city, and then you headed kind of northwest, out towards the sea cliffs, or the cliffs overlooking the water there, because it
Okay.
was on the edge of the cliffs. You're going
We're
right
heading northeast.
east. Now, into the east, if
East.
we look at the larger picture, we know from Ashura, I should be able to move it around a bit. Oh, you see Alt here, let's see.
We're heading toward the mountains. but
Kind
it's a long
of towards the mountains, but again,
Way,
we're
a long
not...
way between there and there, right?
It is a long way between there. And we're not going into the mountains at all. We're going to be heading north. We know that. So this map here doesn't show any forests and that, but there would be a bunch of different forests to the west, to the north, here and there, all broken up into different sections among the grassland and the hills, which is what you'll come to next. As you're talking and doing your thing and making note of the day, which is gray and overcast,
As per usual.
as a springish, summerish day that we get here. A little bit of light rain. We make our way out and over. We're going to soon come to an area that is known as the Goblin Mounds, which is a series of hills to the north of the major road. The major road will turn south towards Silver Lake, which is the next major walled city. We're not going that way. We're going to head north So this part we're going to break off into the northern hilly land. Give me perception from everyone as we make our way along the road and start going into the hills of the Northland.
23.
Nice.
5.
I don't see anything.
Nothing.
20.
Okay. And May.
4.
It's loading.
It's
loading.
We're gonna take the wagon off into the northern hills, and for the best 25. Awesome. The best you can, make your way between the hilly land up, looking for some of the higher type plains. The three of you, so we'll say Kyloke, Clairval, and May, as you're going throughout the day, you are going to see, again, here and there, very, very tiny reflections of light behind you in the distance. Something's keeping its distance. And you're going to just be able to see vague outlines of, again, for lack of a better term, sparkles or sparkling.
I'm pulling out the crystal ball.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to do a scrying on an area.
Okay.
The area I'm doing is back where I'm seeing those sparkles.
Okay.
So how it works with true seeing, if there was a scrying present, it appears like a floating orb that I can see there. Because it's true seeing, I see through invisibility, I see through illusions.
So anything in an area that is invisible or hidden or whatever, you would be able to see in the ball in that far off area type.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right. As you're doing that and getting the numbers, I'm getting something up here for you. Do you have to roll any numbers?
No, it's I'm trying on an area, so I don't have, there's no one to beat it.
Gotcha.
Because I can
Okay.
see the area over there, right? So
Okay. All right. Where is our image?
Well, it seems like you found something.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this for a second. Give me 1 second to pop that.
the stream is ended.
Oh no.
Oh, that's what's following us?
There we go. All right, so what you're going to see as you look in the crystal ball, and everybody's making their way again, following the wagon or in front of the wagon or whatnot, up and across the hill lands into the north, as it's kind of overcast and gray out, you were going to see a humanoid that looks elven in nature, but clearly has some fey features, riding on top of a bear, a brown bear. And they will be not near you, but behind you in that area, kind of thing. Just one. You'll notice that in the crystal ball, it kind of comes up to view you from a distance and turns around and heads off.
Knowledge Arcana to identify what that is.
Sure.
All right, that's not bad. 16.
16. Fey elves are known as the, if I get it right, Eldrin, I believe it is.
Eladrin.
Eladrin. I always get it wrong. As the Eladrin. This looks like an Eladrin. So an elf from the Feywild.
Great. So I'm going to use message. Well, first of all, I want to. So I was looking down there with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and pull that back. The movement on that. Let me double check the length of time the scrying's on.
Okay.
I think it's 10 minutes, but I just want to confirm that. Yes, it's for 10 minutes. So in the 10 minutes, I want to move the focus of the scrying back over to us.
Okay.
And the cart and that, just taking a look around to see if there's anything like scrying on us.
Okay.
Is there?
Nothing scrying on you. No.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to use message. We've got an Eldraine following us. She's on a bear. She's invisible.
Mm-hmm.
She's backed off. I don't know if that's because she could sense the scrying or she's just backing off periodically. But
Have
I
we
think-
stopped, or are we still moving?
You're moving.
we're
Traveling.
Still moving. Okay. Since he's telling us that, any folk hero knowledge of their activities in the region or previous adventures crossing paths with them that I would know of?
You got lots of different folk hero stories of the creatures. Not too.
Anything useful?
No. Just
Nothing useful.
random stories like woodsmen or rangers would go out for the day and they may catch sight of one.
Common?
No, not common. Very rare occurrence.
What to our rangers and our rogues? Can we set up some kind of an ambush to grab this thing? Maybe this is our best chance at getting some answers.
Well, I'll message back to him and say we could pass without a trace and see if we can put some distance ahead of us, or we can double back and see if we can catch her by surprise. Because you said nothing's scrying for us, right? Because if something's scrying for us, they can see us through the
Yes, he's just tracking us.
because we're not trackable if we're in pass without a trace.
Well, we're
What
trackable.
if we
No, we're
Set
only
up a-
trackable through magical means.
what if we set up a camp, do pass without a trace, and leave the camp, so they're gonna assume we're still in the camp, and we can sneak up on them.
If you want, I'll stay at the camp as a decoy.
And drink the rum.
No, I'll make it like as if I'm talking to someone, or
I'd rather try and grab her now as opposed to later, just in case she's going to call backup in. Because you remember the last time they came at us, there was like 3 or 4 of them.
We could send a couple people back with pass without a trace, but it'd be kind of suspicious if we just stopped now.
Not really, because she's got no way of knowing that I was scrying on her. Because I was scrying on the area, I wasn't targeting
Mhm.
her. She just happened to walk into an area that I was scrying.
Yeah, it's also late afternoon, or early evening.
Early evening.
Right.
Late afternoon, early evening is correct. As you're making your way into the hilly lands. Off the highway.
If we were to do pass without a trace right now,
Yep, lasts an hour.
yeah, and we just pull back into like just off the pathish area here that we're at and wait for her and then ambush her, maybe we get some answers that way.
what if we keep going, like let's use me as an example. I'll keep going with the horse and buggy, with the bear and the buggy,
Bear in the buggy?
Bear in
And
the
your
cart,
horse.
and my horse, and then you guys can kind of slip into the forest or whatever.
Well, and the other issue is like I said, she was invisible, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Branthrin wants to keep going, leading the procession in a direction as you fall back and wait to see if anybody following you gets close and then grab them. Kylok, what are you saying? Stop the procession now near where you are, or double back to the road and then try to catch her on the road.
No, I was saying if he wants to grab her now, it's getting later, so we're gonna have to stop at some point. It's better to grab her before we stop, because then
Mhm.
she's got.
Here's what I'm thinking though: like if we set up we go pass without a trace right now, and we get her to keep going, I can cast Fairy Fire on an area. When she walks through it, if she's still trying to track us, then everyone will be able to see her.
And I can also cast whatever the spike growth. That'll hurt her, but if you want it.
But remember, I don't know Fairy Fire's area effect, but spike growth is what, 20 feet?
Yeah, 20 foot.
So you gotta assume somebody's gonna go through a 20-foot square in the wilderness.
Is she
Very hard to
constantly
24
watching
view.
us? Or
No,
is she
so what he saw was that The character kind of was watching you from afar, and you took notice via the fey kind of sparkling effect that was going off that this character was way far back, looked at you, and then kind of left, kind of went a different way. So maybe looked at you and went south, noting that you were leaving the highway going north. They were watching along the highway, and then they noticed you went north, and they kind of moved on a little bit from there, noting, oh, they're going north, so okay, I'm going to take off for now, and then who knows what, right?
Okay, here's a plan that builds on what Clairval wants to do. If we let Branthrin take the buggy and the bear and his horse and my horse and the donkey and continue down the road, we have a set space we're going to probably have to stop at, so we can have him continue on. I don't know if the rogues want to stay with him. Whoever stays with them, stays with them. And a question, and this all hinges on the fact. So Clairval goes with me, and we bring May, and maybe Jackson if Jackson wants to come. If he casts the fairy fire, if May casts Hunter's Mark on her once she sees her, can she track her?
Hunter's Mark will stay on, I think, for concentration, isn't it?
Or I believe an hour.
Yeah. If it's out of sight, though, she wouldn't see it or know where it is. No.
If he
I think
casts
I
the
get
fairy
advantage
fire,
on checks.
he casts the fairy fire, we'd be able to see her, right?
Now, remember, you've left like a highway and you're going north through these hills. There's not a designated path at this point. But yes,
Right.
you'd have to guess where, right? Yeah.
The thing is, we're going to try to track her down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she's still going to follow the tracks that the cart and everything's leaving, because she's not tracking under magical means, from what Clairval said. If a couple of us dismount from the horses and go back,
Okay.
underpass without a trace, if he senses her, is there a way you can sense her? No. How are we going to find her to cast the fairy fire?
Well, we saw that there were glittering lights.
He said area effect. He cast it on the ground.
So you're just going to randomly cast it?
Yeah.
Well, we saw something because we knew she was there in the first place.
Correct. Yes. If she was around and you had a very high check, you were able to see something. We don't know what, gleaming.
The idea that I had was we do the pass without a trace. All of a sudden, our tracks disappear, right?
Right. Right.
So if she's tracking our tracks, that's going to be somewhere where she's going to stop and look, say, hey, where'd the tracks go?
If you're gone and not seeable, yeah.
Yeah. That was my thought.
Couple different options. So that one, she would have to stop and look, and you could be waiting.
Probably
The other
is.
one, you could have a phony continuation of the march, and she could be following it, and then you could just, if you catch her.
Because then we know at least where she's supposed to be going after the cart.
Either of you folks have any ideas?
The rogues will help you with traps and anything you need. If you want to set up an ambush, they can put down either alarm spells or physical traps, snares, that kind of thing, whatever.
All those things take time, though.
They can hide, they can watch, all that kind of stuff. It all takes time. You're right. It's getting on later, like you said, in the day. It will be dark shortly.
Does
You could
anybody
also
have
do
a
the
way
fake
to
thing.
track something invisible? Or find something invisible?
Well, we did with the crystal ball. We found something invisible
Right. So
in an area that we knew something may have been occupying at the time.
as we're traveling back on our path, he could use that again, right? And find her?
If, say, he was walking back along a path and he saw a sign that somebody may be nearby, then he could scry on that area. But he can't scry on every square inch of the wilderness. So you got a couple good plans. They're all good. They're very good. This is up to you and how you want to do them.
You have an idea where she's going, though, right?
No. He said she was watching you from afar, saw you turn north, and then went off the other way. So may not even... Yeah.
Way not.
Yeah.
So the thing that he scried was the past or the actual moment she was seeing us and then turning around and going backwards,
The moment. Yeah, the true moment. Yeah.
which was just now.
Well, no, when he scried. You're continuing to walk. Yeah.
Do you have a rough idea where she is, where you could look for her again?
Well, the issue,
No.
I've seen her now. I
Yeah.
can try and scry on her
Okay.
because I've seen her. She's got the ability to save against that. Like, there's no guarantees with this.
Well, we would have an hour under Pass Without a Trace if you want to go sneak around the woods.
She might
I
not be going this way. Why don't we keep going for a bit,
Okay.
set up camp, and set up some alarms around the camp as we set up watch?
Okay.
All right. So you're going to go for another, let's say, couple hours north through the hill land to come up to some higher ground. It gets tough here and there for the cart because there's some quick drop-offs and there's some higher raised pieces of land, almost like a small cliff, maybe 5-10 feet tall. You'll have to navigate around as you're going until you come to an area that's up one of these, so a little grass ramp going up to the top of a little cliff that'll drop off maybe 5-10 feet. A couple evergreen trees up there, and Niding will suggest that this is a great spot to make a camp. A real camp, a fake camp, a decoy camp, a Branthrin decoy area, whatever you want to do. But it's getting dark. You may be followed. This is an area that you've come to within that time limit. What's your goal here?
We should set up camp.
Okay.
Actual camp.
All right. So Rangers, May, and Kylok. Let's do some survival rolls.
Okay. Now, this is my favorite terrain, so
There you go.
the forests.
Mm-hmm.
So you want us to give us a nature? No, what do we want? A
Survival. We'll do survival.
survival roll. So I got a 20 on my roll. I don't need to roll advantage. It's 20.
Okay. See if May went.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Oh, survival.
Sure.
We're gonna set up a camp.
Okay.
See what you get.
See, the second I get up for a second, that's what I have to do. A roll.
Sorry.
19.
There you go. Okay, so we got a 19, we got a 20. You two together are able to do a little hunting, find the best area for the camp, get some wood for a fire if you want to fire, that kind of thing. Set up the camp to the best of your abilities for everyone here. So you guys do that. Now, are you going to light a fire? Is it going to be where are you going to put the wagons? Where are you going to put the animals?
We're going to set it up like an actual camp that
Okay.
we're out in the wilderness. We have to protect against any demons that would come in, so we got to
Mhm.
set it up like we would be surviving with our survival rolls out in the wilderness,
Okay.
keeping the party safe.
Okay. So you get the wagons kind of around the fire. Is
I would
it
unharness. I would suggest unharnessing the bear for the night.
okay? Are you doing a real camp, or are you doing a decoy camp?
Well, it's nighttime. We need a real camp.
It's evening at the moment. It's dark. It's getting dark. You have a camp, but Brantham was talking about doing a decoy camp.
Well, yeah, that was if we were going to split up.
Okay. All right, real camp. So everybody's gonna break out in this camp.
Now,
we're-
here's the thing.
Mhm.
While we are setting up, while the two rangers are setting up the camp,
Mhm.
we need the thieves to start setting up perimeter traps.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair. Let's do that. Okay. All right. We've got some perimeter traps underway. The guys are setting those up, and they're going to come back to you, and they're going to tell you, hey, the halfling will be like, well, I made some perimeter traps over there. Just please don't go over there. We're Gunivore will come over to you and go, listen, don't walk over that way. You're going to get killed, all right? Kind of points it out to you, shows you where it is. A little more straightforward on it. Yeah, got some deadly stuff over there.
We did tell him. I'm going to just turn to Branther and go, we did tell him we don't want to kill the Fae, right? We just want to capture this
You
Fae.
said traps, man.
No, we did say traps, but we didn't specify that we didn't want to kill them. Maybe we could reedify that we want to trap them, not kill them, like a snare or like
Listen,
a rope,
listen, listen.
that comes down and like captures them. Or...
listen, Gun of
Why
War,
is the default murder?
because he's a dark assassin.
If you would have asked me to set up traps, the default would have been murder.
Yeah, see?
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what we're
Well-
doing,
What we've done is hired a second Jackson.
basically. Yeah. Well, he's got less morals than Jackson.
All right. The rogues go out and set up some snares and some traps, some deadly traps. And you make a camp on top of the hill with the wagons around, the animals around. As you're making the camp and doing the thing, what's everyone else want to do as we're doing this? Or before watches, before we get into that.
Eat.
All right, so we're going to get some food cooking. We're going to eat. Does anyone want to watch anything while we're doing this? Does anyone want to keep an active watch?
Hey,
Yes,
Jackson, you bring any?
is going to keep a watch.
Okay,
Did you
Jackson.
bring any fish? I heard
Branthrin?
Clairval really wants some fish.
Did Branthrin, you say you're taking a watch kind of thing? As we're
Yeah,
actively going? Okay.
I'm gonna kind of wander around the camp watching.
Oh, wander around? How far?
Just inside the campfire area.
Oh, okay. Not to where the snares and the deadly traps are.
No,
All right.
no.
All right, Jackson and Branthrin do perception.
So this is, wait a minute, this is the first watch?
No, these are not watches. This is just while
Oh.
you and May are setting
While
up
we're
the camp.
setting up.
They're
Okay.
going to keep a watch just so nobody rolls up on you or, something
19.
happens. Perfect.
12.
Not bad, not bad. Branthrin, you're closer to the camp, so you're kind of watching what's happening in the camp and then every once in a while looking around to make sure nobody's coming. Jackson's got a pretty good watch as he's going around the area looking for any signs of sparkling or fey interaction or anything like that. You don't come across anything at the time, Jackson. Get some food in you. You guys discuss maybe tomorrow's plans. Niding will tell you a little bit more. She sits down at the fire and she will say, hey, there is a large oak tree in the Coppercrest woods that we're going to in the north. That is the area where there's a fey portal. She says usually close to that you will discover maybe groups of fey or whatnot in the area. If we get close enough and I point them out, then you can either approach them or whatever you're willing to do from there. She knows about the creature following you. And I'm going to screw it up again. Eladrin?
You got it right.
Thank you. She'll say Eladrin can be very neutral. They can be quite aggressive or they can be very passive. They do dwell in cities on the Fey Wild. And if you ever wander into one, you could be very welcome. All depends on their specific actions. They're very intelligent. They're not known to be mischievous or anything like that, like other Fey. So if we do come across this one, we should be able to reason with it quite well and find out what it's doing and why it's here. The bear concerns me, though I don't quite know why yet. It is a Fey bear, from what you've told me. It doesn't seem like a regular bear. And a creature like this, a Fey creature, wouldn't use a local bear as a mount as well. That may lead to something else, but I don't want to guess at anything just yet. She'll kind of say. As we go into watches, who's going to do watch 1, 2, and 3?
I'll take the first watch. Well, should we double up on the watch? Because we got a pretty large area to cover here.
Yeah.
Sure, we got a big party, double up on watches.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to watch with me on the first watch?
Jackson will.
Okay, so me, Jackson, and Shadow will take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second.
Who's going to go with Branthrin?
I'll go.
Okay, so May and Branthrin on the second, and then on the third we'll have Clairval. You taking a watch or no?
Two rogues can watch.
Okay, 2 rogues on the last one.
It'll be
Okay, it doesn't give a shit about us.
Yeah, kind of are all alone while you're sleeping. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. All right, first watch. So we have Kyloke and Jackson. Sun goes down, dark out, got the stars out in the sky. The full moon is out above. Again, you can see reflections off clouds that are going by of the moonlight. Moonlight lights up a lot of the forest down below. well, not forest, sorry, hilly land that has some evergreen trees here and there. Some
Light
deep
forest.
deep shadows in certain places, some lighter areas where it's more open. How do you want to do your watch? Get your fire going.
Jackson is going to go as far before the traps as he can,
Okay.
and he's going to walk back and forth between the two sets of traps, seeing if anything goes off all night.
And I will take the rest of the circle around the camp, away from the traps.
Okay.
So
How
I'll
are you
start-
marking the point at which you don't go any further without setting off the traps?
Well, they told us where they are.
Yeah, they did. They did point them out. So I will give that to them because I would love to throw them in the traps.
So me and the wolf will walk up to meet. On either side, we'll meet up with Jackson
Okay.
and turn around and go back around the other way.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception, Kylok.
Now the first roll, I got a 10. Favorite land, I get a advantage, right?
Okay. Go for advantage. 10's low.
Next one is a 14.
Nice. Okay.
Or sorry, 12. I'm sorry.
Oh, 12. Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
12.
But I got the wolf with me too, so does the wolf get a
Yes, he
get a roll?
does. He gets it based off his role. Jackson, you yourself, you're walking around and you're looking out under the moonlight into the open land. And you'll see like a small, not wolf, but like a fox or so go by in the distance, kind of just from one set of trees to another. It's pretty quiet.
hey, sorry.
No, so bad. Kylok, what's the wolf get? Watch him beat you.
No, he gets an 8.
Okay. All right. You're on the other side and you're walking around. You're going to go meet up with Jackson at one point during your shift. You kind of see a little shadow on the ground go by, and you kind of like shoot your head up into the sky. You can see the full moon. You see some stars and whatnot. A lot of clouds still going by. Big shadows from the clouds. Could have been a shadow from the cloud. Could have been something flying up in the air far off.
Flying
You're
demon.
not quite sure with a 12. Meet up with
Could've been a
Jackson at the other end. You guys maybe discuss whatever you want, but you haven't run into anything major during your shift.
Saw a shadow. Something crossed over the moon above us. Or at least through the moonlight.
Did it look like a spoon?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a cow.
Yep.
All right, you guys go back, wake up Branthrin and May.
Mhm.
Branthrin and May, how do you guys want to keep watch? What do you each want to do as these guys lay down, take their rest?
I just continue on what they were doing, pacing around.
Gonna
Yeah.
pace around on the outer part of the camp, Branthrin, same thing?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, give us perceptions each.
Man, I'm rolling like shit.
It's because you got to
6.
attack something. You need a
22.
weapon attack. 22?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Branthrin, again, you're walking around, you're kind of knocking the dirt off your boots with your axe or whatever. Your
Looking at
katana,
his feet.
Hammer.
Looking at
hammer,
his feet as usual.
thinking about the rum in the back of the wagon.
Man, I could really use some.
May, you're on the far side. You're walking around. When you see more of the sparkling out down below the camp, near a set of evergreen trees.
Okay. Is that close?
It's about, let's say, we're gonna say 90 feet from you. So 3 movements beyond the traps. You know, somewhere over there between the camp and set of trees, there's some rogue traps. Beyond that, down by the trees, you see some light sparkling start to take effect in the darkness.
Branthon, you have any ability to see invisible things?
Invisible, no. In the dark, yes.
I think we're gonna need to wake up Clairval.
I'm gonna walk over and give him a kick.
You thought you were getting up tonight, Clairval.
Is anybody dead? Now they're about to be.
Get up.
We need you to scry over there. We see some sparkling, suspicious fairy things.
Does she actually point?
You're at the camp.
Yeah,
she'll
I'll point
she'll
to
point
it.
beyond the fire, just outward. You can't see anything from here. There's firelight. You'd have to make your way to the edge of the camp and go look.
Like, right over there. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll cast over there so they've had a chance to move because they can clearly see they're being pointed at.
Oh yes. Well, I'll just say that. Look, wait, were we right next to where you're sleeping right now? I'll just be like, there's something over there.
What do you want her to use her eyes and just kind of nod her head like
Be like,
over there?
I would assume they're at the end of the camp. May sees the sparkling, invites
All right.
Bramthorn over, shows it to him. They come up, knock you awake.
So, I'm going to do 2 checks here. One is going to be a perception check to see if I can see the sparkling. The other one's going to be a deception check to make it seem like I don't actually see it if I do.
Now, just to be sure, you're getting up from the camp and moving to the edge with everybody else, the 3 of you.
No, I'm not getting up and moving. The 3 of us are all standing and right there.
No. To wake you up, they
A
had to
little to the
go.
left.
They had to go to the fire. Say they were
Yeah.
a good 30 feet or 60 feet away from camp, down by the tracks, but the
Okay.
traps. They come up to wake you up. Are you going to leave the fire and go with them into the darkness to go look down near these trees? Not at the trees, but at the edge of where they were patrolling.
I'm not going to go into the area that was trapped. if
No.
that's what-
No. I'm just saying, are you moving away from the fire?
Yes, I will
Okay,
be moving
all
away from the fire.
Okay, you get to the area where they saw.
Yeah, where they
sparkling.
need to look for something. So
Okay,
I'm going to do a perception,
Go
and
for
I'm
it.
going to do a deception check to make it seem like if I do see something, I don't show it.
okay.
All right, so perception first. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Okay, I didn't fuck up. That's a 19 on a perception check, and the deception check to hide to, poker face here. That would be a 17.
Okay. You make your way over to where they were. The 3 of you gather together and kind of look down that way. You take a good look, but then you look away as if you didn't see anything, whatever. I assume the other 2 are still kind of going, over into that area. At which time you don't see any sparkling. However, you do see a elf with fey features sitting atop a bear over near some trees in the distance 90 feet away,
Okay.
looking up towards the 3 of you.
Good evening. Might I caution you to watch your step?
You see her dismount from the bear very gently and begin to walk towards you. As you say that, she stops and goes, "Oh." And then
There
we'll
are-
use a dialect of Elven, known as Fey speak or Sylvan or whatever you want to say.
Well, I speak Elven. I
Okay.
don't speak Fey.
All right, so
Right.
it will be like a broken Elven.
Okay.
I'll say, "Oh, I should stop."
Yes. We weren't sure what we might be encountering here, and I'll speak back in Elven.
Okay.
We weren't sure what we might be encountering here, so precautions were taken around the area that we're camping at. I wouldn't want you to accidentally set something off and become injured in the process.
You see her look down at her feet and try to see where these so-called traps are. Says, "Well, thank you. I would not like to be injured, but suddenly you and May both smell very heavy sulfur."
Hmm.
All right. Do you smell that?
Smell?
Yeah.
Are you saying to May?
I'm saying that out loud. Does
Okay.
everybody else smell that?
I smell that.
Get
Did
everybody,
someone fart?
get everyone up now.
As you do
All
that,
right.
you turn and say, "Did everybody smell that? We should get people up right now." 2 giant black shapes fall quickly from above, shadows going out the moonlight. One hits hard, thumping into the ground right where the Eladrin was, essentially almost crushing her, maybe crushing her, we don't know. Hits, boom, looks almost like a giant black vulture with lines of fire and smoke throughout it. And then again, boom, right just to the side of the three of you, another one crashes into the ground. Everybody roll initiative that's here.
I'm curious, is Kyler sleeping with his armor on so he gets
Yes, we're traveling.
No, he doesn't sleep in armor.
I didn't say I took it off. I'm sleeping military style.
You don't get all the benefits of sleeping if you sleep with your armor on. That's why I'm asking.
It's fine. I ride a horse. I'm rested.
I also have an 8.
I have a dexterity of 14.
DM has to figure out when we actually wake up, if we actually heard you say that before the boom.
I have a dexterity of 1 plus 1.
Okay, so mine's higher.
All right,
Yes.
Branthrin. Let's see what you get for initiative.
I don't know if I want to.
That's a great reaction.
It's an
Even
11.
Drop it down.
11. Okay, so we're gonna have demons
Oh, that's right.
with the 12. Branthrin next with the 11. Clairval with the 9. I'm gonna just bump them up. May with the 8. And our Fey friend with the 3. For now. You won't have to wait to wake up, as the demon that lands boom right next to you lets out a horrific screech. All characters within 20 feet, which are the 3 of you, give me a Constitution saving throw.
The 3 of who?
Branthrin, May, and Clairval.
11. Is it a magical effect?
17.
May's okay. Is it a magical effect?
I got a 10.
You will not be. Oops. It's a monster's ability, so I'm gonna think it's not a magical effect.
Okay.
Can I? Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to re-roll something or something? Do you have enough? Okay. Once per day. I don't think it's magic, because it's actually what they just do. So I'm going to say no. All right, so May's the only one. The other 2, you guys are essentially stunned until the end of the creature's next turn. So as its action, that's all it can do. It comes down, it screeches this horrible demonic screech out.
Sorry, what do we have until next turn? I'm sorry?
Stunning screech.
Okay.
Emits a horrific screech. Each creature within 20 feet that is there does a Constitution saving throw or is stunned until the end of the creature's next turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you guys are stunned. May is not stunned. However, the volume of the creature is enough to be able to wake everybody up. So our remaining people will come in at the top of the round. So after this round, we'll come in at the top of the round. But in the order, we'll need to know. So you guys can roll initiative. So we'll have Cal, Jackson, and our 2 thieves, I believe.
I got an 11.
Well, are the thieves gonna wake up, or are they gonna just stay sleeping?
We'll see.
What does an 11 translate to, since they've got an 11 and a 12?
I'm an 11 as well.
Just
Should I
need-
re-roll?
No, you're okay. What?
Oh, you can come in at.
I'll get you this thing. I just need Jackson's number. Sorry.
10.
10? Okay. So, yeah. So it will be Kylo first with the 11. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Halfling first. Halfling first with the 15. Kylo next with the 11. Jackson with the 10. And our human rogue, Gunavor, with the 8.
And knighting?
And I ding. I forgot my own one. We'll put her at the end after that. Should be after Gunnabry. Okay. All right, so the one demon come down, boom, hits hard, does this horrific screech, stuns 2 of you. May is left there shaken, but okay. The other demon looked like she crushed this fake creature, but we don't 100% know. Brynthrin, you are next. You are stunned, so being stunned, I don't have it in front of me, but we can grab it really quickly.
Incapacitated, which means you can't take actions or reactions. In addition, you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage. You can't move and can only speak falteringly.
All right. So you can scream.
As you die.
All right, for now. Same thing with Clairval. You're in the same boat, but May is after that. So, May, your go.
All right. How close am I to the demon things?
Pretty much right there on the one. The other one's 90 feet away.
So the one is right in front of me.
The one is right in front of you.
Oh,
I want to do shock and grasp. then.
Nice. Okay.
18.
18 to hit. You're going to do it. Yes.
That was almost a 1. Oh, 11 damage.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. You do the shocking grasp. Boom. And just lay into the demon. I'm just going to make sure. Okay. Doesn't do as much as you think, but still hurts it.
I only get 1 attack with that.
Correct. You could do a bonus action. You can do your Hunter's Mark.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I think I have to roll for that.
Hunter's Mark, I think it's just on, no? Concentration, is it?
What-
Pretty sure.
on it. It's a first level spell?
Yeah, just cantrip, I think.
Okay, yeah, so cast use a spell slot.
Cool. All right. Okay, so next we have. Whoops, I hit that. Why did I click?
A question: did that one that hit the ground near the Fey Elf did it trigger any of the traps?
No, it was 90 feet away. So you guys essentially. Okay. Oh crap! I lost my stream here. Gotta go back. Okay, you guys are 30 feet from camp, and you're essentially at the traps. Beyond the traps is 90 feet to the tree beyond, and that's where the other one landed. Yeah, that character, we don't know what's going on there. So, at the camp, everybody wakes up. Halfling is first. He jumps up out of sleep. He's a normal adventurer, so he doesn't wear armor to sleep, because he's not going to incur any penalties. So he's going to not put his armor on and take 90 years, but he is going to just grab a weapon, and he's going to start running out, looking to see what's happening. He heard a scream, doesn't know where it is, because there's a fire in front of him. That makes his eyes very accustomed to the fire. He can't see yet until he gets away from the fire into the darkness. So he's going to do a perception with a 16. He's going to run out from the fire, look around, see what's happening, and start making his way towards them. So he's not going to get there right away. He'll be about 15 feet from the fight, but he's making his way there. Kylok, you are next.
All right, so I'm gonna get up and grab my bow.
Okay.
Can I see them?
Give me a perception, because you got fire in your face. They're out in the darkness.
So I got a 22.
All right, so you're able to kind of move around, put your back to the fire, focus your eyes in the dark, and catch out where they are.
Okay.
30 feet
So
away.
the one is 50 feet away, right? So they're 30 feet. Oh, okay, they're 30 feet away because they're 30 feet from the camp.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to light up one of the arrows
Okay.
in the fire and shoot it at the one I can see.
You're going to hit a demon with fire?
Yeah, bad plan. Okay, so I'll just shoot it with the bow.
Just making sure, that's all.
Does that mean in game you like lit an arrow on fire, looked at it, and then went, no.
Blew it out. That arrow.
All right, shoot.
I wouldn't do something so stupid.
Hell no. All right, where's my longbow? There it is. Okay, so that is a 20.
Oh yeah, there you go.
23 to hit.
You got him. You got him. Do some damage.
Okay, so that's going to be a 1d8. Where's the 8? So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Oh, there
First
you
shot.
go. All right.
Second shot.
Do
Do
it.
I get a second shot?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You do.
Second shot is going to be a 21, 22,
Good
20,
shot.
21.
Okay. You
Anyways.
got him.
And again, 11 points of damage.
Okay. You're doing damage. You notice when you shoot it with arrows, the arrows hit it, right? But they don't go
Mhm.
in as far as they should. They kind of like hit them, do damage, and bounce off, kind of thing.
You think it's penetrating a decent amount, but it's not.
Jackson.
Jackson's gonna come running and.
Same thing. Give me a perception.
So they're doing damage, but
Yeah,
they're not
sure.
sticking in.
I'm just trying to say he has resistance to
That's a
piercing.
19 on the perception.
Okay.
19, perfect. Okay. Jackson goes in.
Jackson's gonna come in with his gleaming longsword and just start swinging.
Nice.
Does a 14 hit?
14 will miss. You're going to come in swinging the sword. Whoosh, in the darkness, you miss with it.
And a 12 doesn't hit either, does it?
Oh. He just overzealous. Don't make the hits. You're up there, though.
Gotta wake up a little more.
All right, let's try Gunivore. Oh, rolls a 2.
Was he gonna actually fight for our behalf?
Even with his perception, he gets up
He
and
doesn't
goes,
want to die.
oh, what the hell's going on? You see him grab a weapon. Same thing. He's not armored. He's a normal person. He sleeps not in armor. So he gets...
He's
his
never
weapon-
adventured, has he?
Gets his weapon. And he tries to find you guys, but he's lost in the fire. Can't see where you're at yet. All right. And Niding, she's going to wake up. She's a high enough. Okay, so she'll make her way over again and unleash some arrows. Takes it a bow. Swoosh, swoosh. Misses with the first one, but hits with the second. Doing damage to the one there. And of course she'll yell out just in case anybody is sleeping. She doesn't really look around. She's just like, demons, we're under attack. Type thing. Alright, now we go to the bottom of you guys who came in at the top of the round, and we continue on the round. Demon's turn. So the first demon, the one that's on you guys, the three of you, right there. Let's see, Jackson, did you move up into the actual fray?
Yep.
Okay, so it's 4. I assume Kylok, you were back, you shot. The halfling, what did I say with him? I think he moved up. Anyway. He is going to, you see from the demon, kind of an explosion of this dark purple mist that goes out. So the 4 of you that are up close, we're going to need a con saving throw. Constitution saving throw. It is against poison.
Gonna keep doing con saves, you asshole.
I have a resistance against poison. or
There you go.
advantage against poison. Sorry.
Yep, you're a dwarf.
So
Are they licking
roll it
him,
twice,
or
take
are
the
they
highest.
getting... Is this that same thing about licking the poison? Or...
17.
Nice.
What am I? Sorry. What am I rolling?
Do you have advantage against poison or resistance against poison?
Advantage.
Advantage. Roll twice, take the higher.
What am I rolling?
Oh, Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
18 from Jackson.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Everybody who got 14 or higher. Okay. Would it be? Did you get half? Let me check. No, you guys are okay. The guys who got under the 14, which is clear out, you were poisoned at the beginning of your turn. So not now. On your turn, you're going to take poison damage, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. All right.
The
So,
poison condition, right?
you're actually going to take poison damage in this
Oh,
case.
I'm not poisoned.
It's different, right? Correct.
Yeah, good.
Okay. That is the one demon. The other demon is going to take off into the air look over, see where you guys are, and start flying over towards you. He can go 60 feet, so he's still 30 feet away. As he's making his way there, you can see the Eladrin laying on the ground. The bear kind of rushes over, bites at her to kind of like see if he can lift her up or pull her away. She's laying flat on the ground. Branthrin, you are no longer stunned, and you are not poisoned.
Okay.
You got one demon near you, and then the other one is on its way 30 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna throw my warhammer
Okay.
at the that's closest to me
Nice.
with a 24 to hit.
There you go. Now you're rolling good.
That'll be 12 damage.
Okay. All right, take out the warhammer. Boom, wham, nail him with the warhammer. Does it return to your hand?
Automatically returns to my hand, and
Go
I
again.
throw it one more time.
Whoosh,
With
do it
a
again.
natural 20,
Hey!
Nice.
which
Critical.
is a 30.
Holy crap.
It's a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Oh, I forgot to add the plus. Oh no, that adds that automatically. So 11 damage.
Now, from the critical,
11 critical. That's
the...
the two rolls automatically rolls it.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. So on the second one, you take the hammer and you whip it, critically hit it, boom, right in the head, kind of dazing it for a second, knocking it back, doing an awesome amount of damage with that warhammer. That thing is amazing. Clearval, you, beginning of your turn.
Oh, hold on.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
It's hammer time.
Oh god, Dean, couldn't you get it a little faster so we didn't have to hear that?
Oh, it's awesome. All
Get
right.
hammered.
You can take poison damage at the beginning of your turn. So you take 6 points of poison damage.
Alright.
And your go.
So the one that's flying up in the air,
Yes.
I'm going to unleash a psychic lance. So a bolt shoots right from my forehead, striking straight out for this thing.
Awesome.
I need it to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
Before it does, I'm going to say, you don't stand a chance, using cutting words, so it has a -8 on its next saving throw.
All right. I rolled a 14. I have a -1 to intelligence. That's 13. Then I'm -8.
You don't make it.
Not going to make it.
Yeah. So it is incapacitated until the start of its next turn.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
It's gonna take fall damage.
Yep.
It's going to take
So,
fall damage, but it's also going to fall into the traps.
Nice.
all right. Well, Earth is going to take the psychic damage. So
And
that's-
psychic damage.
25 points of psychic damage,
Wow.
and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Beauty.
INC. Let's put that on there. Okay, so it took the psychic damage. Then we take general falling damage for full. And it's going to fall into the traps, but is it into the halfling traps or into Guinevar's traps?
You get the map. We don't.
I know. I got to do I got to do percent though.
You got the dice roll too.
Okay. It's going to crash down into Guinevar's traps for high damage. As you see before you, a bunch of crossbows shoot, some daggers fling, and they all hit the thing as it crashes into the ground. All right, that was Clearval. May,
Alright.
you're standing in.
How close am I still?
You are right in front of one, and the other one is 30 feet away from you, on the ground, laying prone, and he set off all the traps.
can I get to it in order to get the prone? Is there advantage when it's prone?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get to it in
Yeah.
time for that?
Yep.
Okay.
So 30 feet, you can do it. Make up the 30 feet. It's incapacitated anyway, and it's prone on the ground, so you get advantage. What are you gonna attack with?
Shocking grasp.
Yeah, I think as long as it's a roll to hit, spell attack,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
D20. How do I roll that natural 20? Is it?
Did you get a natural 20?
Yes, I did.
Oh, sick. Okay, critical. So full damage of the spell.
So
And-
32.
And 32 is the full damage of the spell? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Plus my
Oh, wow.
hunter's mark, right?
Yeah.
Which
This is the
another
one that did
6.
56 to Jackson before, remember?
So that's 38.
Okay, so 38, then you roll the damage.
Do I only add my hunter's mark to 1?
Yes. I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
22 plus 38.
Holy crap.
50. So it's
Oh.
50 damage, I think.
No. No.
No?
It's 60.
50,
It's
60.
incapacitated.
Oh my god. All right,
Oh, that is
everybody
60.
watches May kind of go down the hill into the darkness where this thing is, put her hands down, and this boom of electricity goes off into the heavens, and bow. And this thing is like, it's still alive technically, but
Wish as it wasn't.
yeah.
Jackson knows that pain. He feels sorry for this bird.
Just destroys it with electricity.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Oh my god. The Eladrin, you see the bear kind of has got it up with help onto its back and begins to retreat off into the distance, carrying the very injured fey creature. Halfling continues again down to the one here that's nearest us and will attack with his weapon, doing some damage to it. Kylok, you're standing kind of near between the fire and the first one.
All right, so I'm gonna hit it with the arrow again.
Go for it. Yep, shoot it up.
That is a 24,
There you go. Good shot.
and that's 6 points of damage that time. And the next one,
Okay.
16.
16 will hit.
Okay. And that is a 12 damage.
Oh, nice, man. Okay. All right, good shot. All right. Kylok shoots off the bow into this thing. Jackson, you're right there. You're at it. You missed last time.
Jackson is going to run from this one to the one that's on the ground.
Okay.
Incapacitated. What's that mean for its saves and whatnot?
You have advantage on melee attack against it.
Okay.
There you go.
So Jackson's going to run 20 feet and cast lightning lure on the one that's on the ground. It's already been fried crispy. So it has to make a strength save, DC 14.
Can I make a save when I'm incapacitated?
Yes.
21.
Hold on.
Wouldn't you get disadvantage?
I think I can't do
Stop.
it.
That's only if you're stunned. As
Oh,
you
okay.
can.
Okay. All right, so technically I got 21.
Okay. Jackson is still using the rest of his action for a drop kick,
Okay. Flying drop kick.
Yes. which is a natural 20.
Yeah.
But
Critical.
that just does his strength plus 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is strength plus 1, that's 3, 4. And doubled critical or
Yeah.
maximum plus
Maximum
damage?
plus damage. Yep.
Okay. So that. I have this written somewhere. What am I doing? Is. Why is this small number so hard? 7.
Gotcha.
7 damage total.
Flying drop kick for 7. That's awesome. This thing got electrocuted. You go in, you cast your spell. Doesn't quite work, but you follow up with a flying dropkick. Boom! Onto the ground. Just crush him with your boots. Not much life left in him. All right, we got Gunnivar.
Jackson is stepping off of the bird in case May decides to fry it again.
Good idea. All right,
He's not
Gunnivar
living that again.
gets an 18 this time on perception. He sees where everybody is. Will run down. As he runs, he's going to throw daggers at this thing. Ooh, nice rolls. And he's got allies within. He's going to do sneak attack. Perfect. All right, he joins the fray. All right,
What happened now?
Gunnivar ran in throwing daggers.
Oh, okay.
And Niding is up on the hill. Oh, with a natural 20. She's going to shoot her...
Natural fucking 20s.
Yeah.
Gonna
Lucky
shoot
night.
her arrow. Da, 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 da. At the creature, just choom, critical smash into him. Follow up with not going to hit.
From hitting to not hitting.
Down to the demons. The one thing I did miss, did you get your follow-up save against poison on the end of your turn? All right.
Still poison.
Okay, all right. Just so I know. All right, so on the demons themselves, we have the other one is, oh my god, he's so hurt. He's incapacitated. Is he still incapacitated or is he up?
He's incapacitated until the start of my turn.
All right, so he's still down. He can't do anything. We're not even going to pay attention to him. The other one has everybody around him, but man, he's just been getting criticaled and beat up too. Damn. But the only thing to do is either fly away or attack, lash out. And being a demon, he's going to do that. So we got a lot of people around us. We got Branthrin, May, Branthrin, May. No, May's at the other one. Sorry, Branthrin. Who's at this one? Branthrin,
Gunnivar.
Kylo, Gunnivar.
No.
Not
no,
Kylo,
I'm
sorry,
thir-
Clairval.
I'm 30 feet away.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's the 2 rogues, the dwarf, and the bard. So 4. So we'll do them in order of Clairval, Branthrin, Halfling, and Gunnivar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 it be, unfortunately. So, on to our...
The little one.
no, that's our bard. On to the bard.
Oh, that's the bard. Oh,
We're going to get a beak and talons, or attempt to. Oh, and I'm going to roll 19 on the beak. So I'm going to hit you there. Talons, not going to do it with a 2, though. Kidding. 8. 8,
Hey!
8 points of damage from the beak as it's trying to claw and bite at you. Type thing. That's all it's going to be able to do. From there, we go to Branthrin.
Oh, it's my turn again.
Your turn. You're right next to the one. It's going after Clairval. It's attacking Clairval. You're right next to it.
Okay, I'm gonna yell out, "This is not a drill," and throw my hammer. Oh, natural 20.
Would
You
you
got
look
another
up
natural
puns for
20?
He
this?
rolls complete shit for every check in the game except when attacking.
But attacking, it's like right on point. So that's a
And
30 to hit.
And you're in the presence of crossbows because that's what's in the traps.
Yeah. 12 with a critical 12.
Man.
And it follows right back to my hand, and I swing it again.
Go for it.
And I say, wait, I repeat, this is not a drill. And throw my with a 17 to hit.
Holy crap, yes.
And 15 damage.
Oh,
You got a list of puns there, don't you?
Jesus.
I do.
As Tom's channel would say, very nice.
Man, that's...
You take out the hammer and you just wham, hit this thing in the back of the head. Half of its head shoots off. You can smell the sulfur and the black gore splash all the way across the grass under the moonlight. It's technically still up, but it's so critically injured. It's just beat to hell that it's Clairval's turn. Who
It's
instantly...
so beat up that it's Clairval's turn.
it's
Yep.
like gonna fall down, but it's technically Clairval's turn. And Clairval is gonna get poison damage of 4.
Okay.
And you may go. As it's
Alright.
been criticaled with the Dwarven Ancient King's Warhammer.
The only reason I'm saying something to you right now at all is so that stupid hammer pun is not the last thing before you die. Consider this the last blessing you will ever receive before you pass to another plane. Here's that whisper.
All
I
right.
need a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom is +1. I rolled a 5.
No. Okay, so you are going to take 7 points of psychic damage and must immediately use your action to flee.
It will take 7 points of psychic damage, explode the rest of its head, and immediately fall over.
That's
Dead.
what I.
And then, of course,
As it turns to leave.
yeah, no, that's it. It dies on the ground.
And now I will attempt to stop the poison again.
Yes,
15.
got it. All right,
Final.
no more poison. All right, May, your go. You are standing over the one that is maybe not incapacitated anymore, but it isn't going to matter because you fried the hell out of it, and Jackson drop kicked it, and it took massive trap damage. So it is not looking too good. You're right over top of it.
All right.
Stomp.
Well, just gonna electrocute it again.
All right.
It isn't cooked enough.
Is it cooked enough?
20, but it is a dirty 20.
Oh, still gonna do it. Give us that massive electrical damage.
Well, it's 8.
It has 5 hit
Plus
points.
my 1d.
Okay.
Oh, well, never mind. That doesn't matter.
So May reaches down again and just kills the thing until it just dies. It lets out a horrific scream of death, and it is
Didn't even
cooked.
electrocute it that hard.
Can you cook demon, or does it disappear?
It's self-cooked, but these demons, don't disappear, which means they are here. They're on the realm. They came through something. Of course, most of the demons did when they surged forward. So they've
Jackson,
come
I think
through
dinner's
well.
here now. I think dinner arrived for you.
All
Yeah.
all goes quiet to an extent. Nighting runs down, and she's like,
That bear was running away, wasn't it?
the bear had run away. Yes, he
With the
disappeared.
Fae, yeah.
Disappeared into the
How
trees.
far? Damn, we can't see it then. Okay.
Yeah, he had a couple rounds worth of running, and he was behind the trees. Unfortunately,
So either we have a friendly elf stalker, or we were attacked by 2 separate things at the same time.
Well, considering she went down right away, I think they attacked on opportunity.
Well, she could have got caught in the crossfire.
Exactly.
Nightingale will curse the demons. She'll be like, as if there wasn't enough for us to deal with out here without these damn things showing up all the time.
Well, the traps
Yes.
work, so good job, Gunnivar.
Yeah,
Says-
give you a bonus maybe.
She says, I was hoping not to run into demons so quickly. Just outside the city. We're only a day away.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
I will
don't
admit
like
it's been some time since I've been outside. So far.
How mangled are the feathers on the one that's been crispied?
Oh, that one's mangled to hell.
We're after midnight at this point, folks. Can we wrap
Yep.
it up and deal with these things next week? Or
Perfect. Perfect
This is
ending.
why we set up camp.
I'm falling here.
Go for it, brother. All right, thank you for everybody for coming out. Anybody who is hanging out and watching, we play a homebrew game from 9:30 till 12 Eastern Standard Time, so it is the end of tonight. Everybody has to take off. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you next time,
Killing demons on the regular.
and we'll try to raid somebody. You want to raid D&D?
Sure.
Have a good night, everybody.
See you, man.
Have a good
See ya.
night.
See ya.
Enjoy your sleep.
We're gonna play an outro video, and then we'll raid somebody, hopefully D&D related. And then you can check out all the VODs here on Twitch or over on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. Got some good links going on. Nice.
Yep. And the always fun souls.
Let's see who we got. I'll check my list. Everybody else has a
check
list.
your
We'll
list, see
check
what's
it.
going on.
Oh my God, the Hobbs on, but he's playing Warzone. I won't care about that.
We got Plot
Plot
Points
Points.
Gaming. They're playing D&D.
I think those are the guys that don't notice it though.
It may be. Who else we got? We got Nathan's playing Warzone. He's got 3 people.
Possibly. Let's find some D&D. Let's see.
I got nobody else playing D&D on my list.
Dungeons. You have to type this in. Dragons. Who's under the D&D tag tonight? Let's see. Check it out real fast. Oh, nobody so far. Dang. Maybe I'm not getting
Let's
it.
see. Where are we? Who's
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There's a few people.
I
And there's
found it, I
Rough Stuff TV. They're playing Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, this one looks cool.
Dad Dragon
Let's try this
playing
Kamek.
Kamek.
Looks cool.
What-
I don't know.
How many viewers I got right now?
I got a bunch. Looks like a cool stream.
Sure,
Okay.
whatever.
All right, guys, gonna do an outro video. Then we're gonna hit the raid. If you want to go along and watch more D&D, go ahead. Otherwise, thanks for coming out. We'll see you hopefully next Sunday. If not, the Sunday after. We'll update you in the Discord. Give us a follow there. All right. It's a movie. See ya.
Yeah.
Melancholy, fear the approaching doom. Know your fears, but don't let them consume. Innocence lost, no one is immune. We all will know loss.